Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available live breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com.
Skull!
There we go.
Skull! Well. Ooh-wee. Skull! How about this, Robbie? Brings a tear to my eye. He's been winning all day. This guy's a goat in my heart. Look at how beautiful. And like the South Park meme, and it's gone. We just become best friends.
With Hans wide open.
What's up, and welcome into the Ultimate Autographs live break room. Ricky the Rain Man Widmer here, along with Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders, baby.
Also, how you doing, Steve?
Fantastic. How you doing, my man?
I am doing great. Something recently, Steven, that I've been doing that would make your heart sad is betting on the Brewers. But when they play the Rockies, how can't you?
But what if I told you same?
That surprises me.
It hurts. It hurts my soul, but
I feel like
they've made me some money.
You gambling on the Brewers is whenever I decide I'm going to put money on the Cardinals.
Today was the greatest day, though, because I did pick them in a few. I got out of them. Because they just were bad investments.
Yep.
Took my losses. And then they lost. I had to win in multiple breaks. Yeah, and then I cashed out, and then they lost. And I'm like, let's go.
Be happy they lost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Save your team's happiness.
So how are we doing, ladies and gentlemen out there? It's been a great day. I've heard from Nick and Alex. I almost said Andy. I'm like, why am I saying that? His name's Alex. It's been a great day. The 1 and 4 is still in. Patty Mahomes still in the room, Steven?
Yes, sir. Looks
Patty
like
Mahomes still in the room. So we're going to set up the show. And I'm alluding to something with that. Oh, Patrick Mahomes is still in the room because that's going to be our automatic chase. But we got to figure out what our dice roll is going to be. Steven, what do you think?
I'm going to say 9.
You're saying 9. I'm going 7.
Oh,
how about 8? How about we
the
split the difference there?
How about the split?
Split the difference. So we got not 9, 8 as the dice roll. And then you guys know me. We're not going to no wheel because I am just going to make the chase the 1 and 4.
Uno e quattro.
The 1 and 4 will be our chase for today. Steven, before I just go right into what I was going to do we have any pre-fills?
We do not at the current moment.
All right, then it is perfect for me to go right into the chase. And that's going to be the 1 and 4. We got 17 boxes left in this 1 and 4 with 11 headliners that are still available. How about Adrenaline in My Soul? Everybody's out of control. It's Cody Rhodes on the wrestling belt.
I believe
Still
you.
in the room. Still in the room. Steven, can you give me a whoa-oh?
No.
Whoa. We got Mark Messier on the licensed jersey. We got Kevin Garnett on the licensed jersey as well. New York Rangers, Boston Celtics. How about a Vices helmet? The only Vices helmet we get in the room, which is Patrick Mahomes.
Beautiful lid.
Still out there. That's the best lid in the room, hands down. We also got our boy. He homered a game later than what I would have liked, but Kyle Tucker on the baseball bat. We also got Manny Ramirez on the baseball bat as well. And then listed headliners of Julius Erving, Antonio Gates, Dansby Swanson, another one of Steven and I's boys for the Cubs. Allen Iverson, the answer. And then Arizona Coyote, Shane Doan in the room. So with a Patrick Mahomes, every break we do in the 1 and 4 will give you a chance to get money back, as is the chase. One person at the end of the show will go to the 1 to 100 wheel to try to win back some UA cash and try to get some money back. So let's get into that 1 and 4. We also have, let's just go through the entire break room, Steven. We've got our diamonds in the house. Authentics are better. The place to be for full-size helmets. 2 of the best helmets in the room, meaning Authentics and Speed Flexes. 23 boxes, 9 headliners left. We got George Kittle. We got Derrick Henry, the future 2,000-yard runner in the NFL this year out of Speed Flex. We got Terrell Davis. We have CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence. How about Brock Bowers on the Speed Flex, my fantasy tight end? And then Brian Urlacher, Donovan McNabb, and Dwight Freeney in the house. And the only video we got left, how about that Brock Bowers, that chrome two-tone, black to the gray to the silver in the back. Brock Bowers, best tight end in the NFL right now, Steven?
He's definitely up and coming, but I don't know if you want to give him that title quite yet. Maybe another season like he just had his rookie year, then maybe we'll be talking.
On your fantasy rankings, is he number 1?
Yeah.
Travis Kelce.
I'm going to say yes, but man.
Probably.
I'm not going to take Kelsey, no. I think you're right. I mean, Sam Laporta, we'll see how he performs this year. Another name you might find in those diamonds somewhere. I'm just saying. But yeah, I guess you're right. Number 1 tight end, no doubt.
Steven going to be preaching the Colson Loveland love this year?
No, I'm not preaching any bear.
I mean, hey, look at what Ben Johnson did with us, that Sam Laporta you were talking
You're
about.
absolutely correct, but I need to see it.
You're like, I need to
visually. I'm not going to talk it if I've never seen it before, you know? Like,
Hey,
that's
man,
the problem.
LeVar Ball said you got to speak it into existence.
There's
So,
a lot of people give this guy a bad rap.
well,
Guy.
he got all of his sons into the NBA. I'm going to just say that. I know LiAngelo didn't go that long. But how about the vault? 11 boxes, 3 headliners left. Bo Nix, Edgerrin James Speed Flex, and Mike Vick in the listed headliner section. But double up, not so fast. We got 3 vault keys left. We got $200 and then 2 $100 gift cards. That is $400 of value sitting there in gift cards in the vault as well. So you take that, add those to the headliners. It is a 6 in 11 chance of getting a headliner or a vault key, which is just free dough to get into more breaks. Headliners though, Bo Nix, Edgerrin James Speed Flex, and Mike Vick. We then have our practice squad. Out of the full-size staples, the lowest costing to get into. We got Baker Mayfield. We got Earl Campbell. We have Ed Reed, Hines Ward, Bo Nix. We got Jackson Smith and Njigba, Troy Aikman. We have Michael Vick as well in the practice squad. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it, as we got some great items there in the practice squad as well. And you know what, Steven?
Yes,
Pardon me, double up, not so fast. I actually just read you the jersey headliners. So disregard what I said for the practice squad. Baker Mayfield, Earl Campbell, Ed Reed, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Jackson Smith and Njigba, Troy Aikman, and Mike Vick left in the jerseys. Steven, here's the reason why our headliner board. Practice squad is usually in that spot. I got to look up. I got to read the title before I list off these lists. So Mayfield, Campbell, Reed, Ward, Nix, Smith, Njigba, Aikman, Vick. Those are our jersey headliners that are left. When it comes to the practice squad, we got Dwight Freeney on the speed flex, Warren Moon on the speed flex. How about an Eagles Super Bowl lid? And then how about Jahmyr Gibbs full-size lid in the house? That sounds a little bit better for the practice squad. 2 speed flexes, 2 authentics here in the practice squad. Now I'm going to double check myself before I wreck myself again. Eagles Super Bowl, that is going to be an authentic, and then Jahmyr Gibbs, also an authentic. So that is 2 speed flexes, 2 authentics, practice squad, 14 boxes, 4 headliners. Jerseys are 10 boxes with 8 headliners left. So great ratios there in the jerseys. Last but not least, how about the minis? Minis were fresh with 28 boxes, 12 headliners in the minis. We got Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Bo Nix, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Sterling Sharp, Aaron Donald, Lawrence Taylor, Emmitt Smith, Frank Gore, Robert Mathis, and Rodney Harrison. Still left in those minis, 12 headliners, 28 boxes. And Steven, how about the question I always ask you, however, with a little twist? We know the best lid in the room is Patrick Mahomes.
You just took it right away from me.
What is your, I'm going to say, best item in the room? Because we do have more items with that 1 and 4. For you, if it's not the Mahomes, what's number 2 right
In the
behind
1
it?
and 4 or just in general?
In general. Helmet, or if you were going to say an item, you could do that too.
I mean, probably that Brock Bowers, right?
that's what I was gonna
Just a name we don't see all too often here in the room. I love that series too because there's a Jaguar flash,
Yes.
and those don't grow on trees. So you should absolutely be trying anything and everything to get that Trevor Lawrence. I expect him to have a bounce back here as well.
I mean, Jaguar Flash, top 5 Flash in the game? Question mark? Is that a true statement?
It's not top 5. It's not. It's number 1.
It's number 1. Okay.
Yeah, it's top 1.
Okay. Well, I know I've heard everyone's got their own answer. I think relatively, though, with everyone, I think the Jaguar Flash is top 5 if you take all the average, but Steven's got it number 1. That's a name in Trevor Lawrence. Going to have a nice new shiny toy to throw to this year, a name that I hope we get in the break room soon, Travis Hunter. He's going to have a running back who will probably start off as the number 2, but then overtake to become the number 1 in Tank Bigsby, who we get in the room quite a bit here at UA. Trevor Lawrence Flash. I would say the Brock Bowers as well. You took it right out of my mouth, Steven, but if I was going to say anything besides the Brock Bowers, I'm going right here. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's my cup of tea, Steven. How about Cody Rhodes on we've seen the championship belts. We've seen the Funko Pops. We've seen the Ric Flair robes. We've never seen, or I've never seen, the American Nightmare weight belt. The same weight belt, Steven.
Yes.
That The Rock almost, just over a year ago, used to beat Cody Rhodes here in Chicago, where he got blood on that weight belt. There's no blood on this one, just Cody Rhodes' signature on it. But that, to me, if it's not the Mahomes, it's got to be the Cody Rhodes. And this 1 and 4, Cody Rhodes, Mark Messier, KG, Patrick Mahomes, Kyle Tucker, Manny Ramirez, Julius Erving, Antonio Gates, Dansby Swanson, AI, Allen Iverson, and Shane Doan. The 11 headliners in 17 boxes left here in the 1 and 4. Bob saying, in his honest opinion, the Charger Flash is number 1. You can't go wrong with the Charger Flash.
They're top 5.
To me, I'm a Niners Flash guy, but I like red. I like
the
red. Like the Niners Flash is good. Charger Flash, Jaguar Flash, the Panther Flash is a top 5 for me. I even like the Giant Flash, but yet again, another red Flash.
You like the red?
I'm just a red
I'm a
guy.
huge Panther Flash guy as well.
I'm trying to
Don't
think.
you worry, my friend.
I will say
I'm just
this.
saying it's number 1.
I haven't seen them enough to have an honest opinion, but like I remember probably when I first started, I can't remember who it was, might have been Craig Crenshaw, said that the worst flashes, which I was like, I did not know there was a worst flash because they're all good, was Bears and Broncos. Craig not a fan of the orange.
Nah, he doesn't dig the orange, huh?
Some people though dig. Now, Dolphin flashes. Those are the aqua teal, not orange, right? They're the aqua teals. Yeah, I don't think there's a bad flash in the game. My least favorite for a long time, and then it grew on me, was the Viking. But then I learned it's like, I think it's not the flash itself, Steven.
Yeah.
It's that I'm not a yellow guy.
Yeah, that's
Yellow's
part of it.
not a color for me.
That plays a massive part of it.
Bob's saying worst flash is the JETS, Jets.
That's a little combo platter for Bob.
Well, that's like the Saints. They have a silver flash, right?
Yep. But Bob also, being a New Yorker, probably does not like the Jets as well.
Doesn't like the Jets, giant guy. I know one thing Bob's loving is probably that Mark Messier jersey for the Rangers. I heard people for the New York Rangers on Instagram, Bob, complaining that the Rangers are dumping their cap with no penalty. These teams are just letting them dump cap, and then they're going to use it for Connor McDavid or a big free agent. Rangers need to do something, though. Last season was a disappointment. So let's see where we're at. We got 6 to go in the Diamond Double. We also we're wide open on that 1 and 4, which is shocking to me. 7 to go in the Diamond Single, guys. We are 7 to go in a double vault. 3 to go in the mini break. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in the chat as we are 3 to go in the minis. 3 spots left.
I think we're 3 to go in the jerseys as well.
We are 2 to go in the jerseys. My website says right. I know half the time, Steven, it's like being on that producer side, you're like, we're 3 to go because you're looking at the running break sheet. And it's like, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. There's orders that I'm continuing to put in. So jerseys are 2 to go. Minis are 3 to go. But we have a lot of breaks here in the break room. 1 and 4. The best thing about it, Steven, it's not a full 8 spots to fill.
No.
Not a full 8 spots. Just a 4-spot break.
All right, what am I missing?
So what are we going to do?
2 to go. Oh, never mind. That's not.
Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? You were talking
I mean, if you're
earlier.
new, right, Ricky?
Yep.
And you're just kind of watching us, you're like, all right, what's going on?
You're like, what's this that I've
This is the
stumbled upon?
lowest. The jerseys is the lowest entry point in the room. Okay, it is the easiest, lowest risk in the room. You win an autographed custom jersey from here for $28.
Yep.
You're doing okay. There's a lot of good names left as well. I know Baker Mayfield. I mean Ed Reed, Hines Ward, Bo Nix. You will not, the names. There's not a nobody in here. But I'll just say it like that. You know, like again, we name the names in the jerseys that we've seen. You know, I've seen. I'm trying to think of like a sneaky name, like the Jets were seen with the Green Lantern.
Okay. Are you talking
Wayne
about Wayne?
Corbett, Wayne Corbett's in there. I mean, just guys that we know of in NFL history.
I'm gonna say this as well. Like, Steven, the thing is, and I had to. I was looking at the board counting when it came to the jerseys because if everything is right, Steven, which it is here at Ultimate Autographs, the 8 names that we know of: Baker Mayfield, Earl Campbell, Ed Reed, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Troy Aikman, and Michael Vick. There are only 2 names in those jerseys we don't know. There are 10 boxes left. 8 of them we know who are in the boxes for 8 of these 10. Only 2 we don't know. So I'm going to say this. If you like one of the jerseys that I'm listing, you are a Baker Mayfield fan, you like Ed Reed, Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Seahawk fan, if you're a Jackson Smith-Njigba guy, Cowboy fans, throw a stone, you could hit a Cowboy fan. Troy Aikman out there, which I'll also be honest, Mike Vick is as well. When it comes to Troy Aikman, Steven, we get Troy Aikman in the room a bit. But out of all the Cowboys, correct me if I'm wrong, I would say Troy Aikman's the one where it's like what you talk about. They come in seasons.
Yep.
And Troy Aikman's season, it's not a long one. It's like the WNBA. It's a little short season, and then boom, we're back to the off season. So if you see Troy Aikman in the room, like we have in the jerseys, you got to go ahead and jump all over it. And I will show that one more time. Mayfield on that, I'm going to call it black jersey.
All right, we did get the
minis.
The minis, yes, those are
right.
closed out.
So minis coming up, but also like Earl Campbell on that light blue Oiler jersey, Ed Reed on the traditional Ravens jersey, Bo Nix on the dark blue Bronco jersey, Jackson Smith and Jigba. I love his because he's always coming on that old school Seattle Seahawks lid, and Troy Aikman on the beautiful standard white cowboy jersey. Mike Vick, we're gonna have to see. Is it gonna be a Falcon? Is it going to be an Eagle that he comes out in? Or, I mean, could it be I don't think I've ever seen a Virginia Tech Vic jersey, but hey, there's a first time for everything. We pulled out Patrick Peterson yesterday in these jerseys, and it was on an LSU jersey.
Right.
So anything is possible in those listed
All right,
headliners.
I think we got ourselves a mini.
So let's get that mini going. So mini number, what number are we on for the minis?
Oh, wow, it looks like number 2.
Thank you. That would make sense. 28. I should have been able to deduce that. So 2 boxes coming out here. If you are in the break, once you see the message, can give me them boxes. Break number 2 in the minis. What headliner could we see come out here? Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Bo Nix, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Sterling Sharp, Aaron Donald, Lawrence Taylor, Emmett Smith, Frank Gore, Robert Mathis, Rodney Harrison even. So 2 numbers. That's what we need here. 2 numbers. And Steven, the Angels did me dirty. They lost 7-4. I hate extra innings.
They ruin everything.
Ashley in the chat. How we doing? Ashley says 7. Let me check our
Getting that still ready. Still
You're
had
good.
to make
You're
sure
good.
verify that list.
So if Ashley's in there, 7 will count. I will need one more number.
Traveling across the Great Plains as we speak.
And then Bob saying 24. 24 will also be good as 6 and
He's
11.
good.
So there's Bob, there's Ashley. So those 2 numbers, 7 and 24, have counted. We have gone to VAR. We have checked with the bunker. And those 2 numbers work. And it would help.
And we're still 2 to go on those jerseys. So if you want to see a break, you see how this break goes. You're like, okay, I want to get in on that. You can hop in the jerseys next. And that break will go down in a matter of moments.
So mini ticker is all up to date. We're going to go around 8 times. 7 and 24 coming up. Bob and Ashley calling out those beautiful numbers. Hope we're having a good night tonight, guys. Thank you guys for tuning into Ultimate Autographs. Let's go 8 times around, though, see what divisions y'all are going to end up in. And how about this? Mr. Boulay, Bobby, is going to end up in the NFC North, possibly looking for a Sterling Sharp hit as my marker falls. We've got in the NFC South, Michael Convey. In the NFC East, Timothy Edgett. We've got NFC West, Ashley Tuggle. Timothy Harmon in the AFC North. Timothy E. in the AFC South, James in the AFC East, and Ashley Tuggle in the AFC West.
There go them jerseys.
And Bob asking Steven, has Luka outgrown the Bedard jersey yet?
Yes, I think he has.
You're like, yes.
I think he has. It's stowed away for safekeeping.
He's a growing boy. So let's open up number 7 first. Good luck to everyone and congratulations to Well, Steven, how about them Cowboys, baby? We got Timothy E with a headliner hit. How about Emmitt Smith on the Clean Slate Mini?
Just arguably the best back of all time.
JSA cert, the card is in the helmet, but also have the sticker on the back. One of the older JSA certs, as JSA is now going away from the cards. But what a hit for Timothy E. Emmitt Smith on the Cowboy Mini. So congratulations, Timothy, on the headliner hit. Headliners continue to come out here.
Tigers up 1-0.
Good. We need -1.5.
Yep. Yeah, but it's only the first inning, so
Yeah.
we like solid starts.
You know what I really hated?
Yeah, man, I was thinking about Tariq Skubal like 8
Yes.
Ks tonight. I was thinking about he already has 3.
Well, what I was thinking was I was going to I looked at odds. Could I
Yeah.
sneak away with a 5 and a win, 6 and a win? The odds for Skubal, unless you're going 7 or 8, is impossible. But that's what you get with,
But it's what he does.
The AL Cy Young.
Yeah. Apparently, Hunter Brown or whoever, some other guy's on his tail.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. He's Tariq Skubal, but he's filthy. I think I have a Bowman first of his.
Do you?
Yeah.
There's a little debate online,
But he wasn't the guy we were chasing. I think he's in the same year as Spencer Torkelson.
Yes.
So that's you're like, oh, okay.
There's a debate still going on, Steven, among people in the MLB sphere, Box 24, of
The sphere.
who's better, Paul Skeens or Tariq Skubal. There are still people on each side that believe that I would take one over the other. Not like, for
who
the
would you take?
future of a team. I like Paul Skeens.
Okay.
Personally. But Skubal, nothing bad with him. But how about this? You know what's never bad in the break room, Steven?
2 wins?
How about a good old double up with one spot? How about Timothy E. gonna grab himself Brandon Graham, Super Bowl champion? Gets himself 2 hits, 1 Eagle, 1 Cowboy, both of them Super Bowl champions.
Well done.
Beckett cert on the back. Fly Eagles fly. Timothy doubling up here. Brandon Graham, Emmitt Smith in the NFC East.
Well done. He has 4 strikeouts.
Some would say he's good at baseball.
Yeah, some. They had my head in a video on I made on Friday because he made some comments about the business side of baseball not being as pretty as the game side. So I was like, hey, if things sour, you got to start consider trading them, I'm like, that's for the Cubs to jump on.
So-
that's the guy I would be looking for.
I'm going to ask you a question, and we do have him in the break room. He's in the 1 and 4, so it works out that I can ask you this.
Yes, extend him.
No, not yes, extend him. That's duh. That's a duh. I proposed this to my buddy who's a Cub fan the other day. When should Cub fans worry that an extension hasn't gotten done for Kyle Tucker?
He's going to free agency.
Do you think he is?
I would
for
just stop
sure?
worrying about it.
We're not going
You're
to
going to sit here and tell me. You're going to sit here and tell me that after what? How old's the man? He's going to be 30. Let's say 25 years of playing baseball, training baseball, giving up childhood for baseball, giving up friendships for baseball, giving up family time for baseball. You don't think he's not going to strut the country with teams wanting to talk to him about being the face of their franchise? I'm sorry. It's got to be done.
That never works out for Chicago, though.
It does not, but we just hope that we make a great run this year. And
I mean, so if we go to the
it.
World Series, he can't say no, right?
Yeah, well, he could easily say no. But I'm just saying, you got to make him fall in love with the environment. He's got to definitely like it. Not that Houston's a bad fan base by any means.
Oh,
but
well, did you see how they treated him when he came back?
Yeah, they loved him.
Yeah.
As they should. He went crazy
You're
game
like,
1.
as they should.
He went crazy game 1. He's insane. There's a reason he's a headliner on the board.
Still on the baseball bat in the 1 and 4. How about we do a jersey break? Jersey number 18, 10 boxes. This will bring us down to 9 boxes. If a headliner doesn't go here, Timothy, Michael, James, John, Ty, and Mario. 1 number, please. If a headliner doesn't go here in the jerseys, though, it'll be 8 and 9, which will just be insane ratios. I'm not going to say this because, obviously, if you're going for a headliner, I want you to get that headliner. I wish everyone could get their headliner. But as a breaker, Steven, the possibility of being able to say, oh, we have 8 boxes, all headliners, it entices me a little bit. I'd be lying if I said it didn't.
27.
How about John Sutter calling out 2-7? Let me take that off the ticker. Find our jerseys. He's going with the bookend. He's going to the J. August School of Box Calling. I mean, 27, usually not a bookend, but hey, right now it's the last box that we had, so it is a bookend right now. And let's go to the randomizer 8 times around, folks. See what division we are going to get. So, all right, we got John Sutter in the NFC North. We've got James in the NFC South, hoping for that Baker Mayfield. Timothy Edgett back in the NFC East. Could Troy Aikman be getting paired with that Emmitt Smith mini that he just won, or could he be getting the Michael Vick Eagles jersey if he's on the Eagle jersey? Also, James could get Michael Vick if he's on a Falcon jersey. We got Michael Convey, NFC West, hoping for Jackson Smith Ninjigba. We got Mario hoping for Ed Reed or Hines Ward. We got the AFC South. We've got Mario also hoping for Earl Campbell. Ty Percival out there hoping for one of the 2 bonus bangers. And then Timothy Edgett hoping for Bo Nix in the AFC West. So let's go ahead and open up a jersey box, folks. See what's inside the Wonder Box. Wonder Box 27. Headliner or not a headliner, Steven? What do you think?
I'm going to say not a headliner. Can I reverse jinx him?
Well, how about James getting a headliner hit here? How about Baker Mayfield? Well, it's the Bake Show. It's a big, bad Bake Show tonight. Baker Mayfield on the black Buccaneer jersey. Beckett's shirt on the bottom of the 6. Congratulations, James, on the beautiful Baker Mayfield jersey. And just like that, 9 boxes left, 7 headliners. 9 boxes left, 7 headliners, and Troy Aikman is still out there. Buccaneers locked to win the South this year?
No, I do not think so.
Have you drank the Kool-Aid more than I have, Steven?
Of who?
What Kool-Aid have I drank this year?
No, I'm not on Carolina.
Well, I'm not on them to win the division.
But you're on them to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah. How many wildcard teams have we seen catch fire and go?
Not as many as I think you want to think.
I mean, the Giants.
Yeah, that was like 15 years ago.
It was not 15 years ago.
Sorry, 13 years ago. Excuse me.
I'm just saying, like...
Yes, it's
they can catch
possible,
fire.
but it's... No. If Carolina's going to go to the Super Bowl, they're going to show dominance throughout the season.
I'm just saying I could see the Buccaneers winning. Who do you win the division? The Falcons. Are you on the Falcons to win the South?
I am on the Falcons to win the South. I'm Team Michael Penix with an X.
I like
Junior.
that. Throw up the X. I like Michael Penix. Now, if you said the Saints, I was going to say, Steven, whatever you're smoking, I may have to try it.
Well, why not? Why not? You have to. Carolina going.
No, see, that's Kool-Aid. I'll drink the Kool-Aid. I've never partaked partook, right? Because it's took, not take. James is like, come on, guys. Baker Mayfield. Congratulations, James, on the Baker Mayfield hit. I do love, by the way, I know Mike Evans, they're number one, but I do love McMillan out there. 4. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Had him on my fantasy team. Think about McMillan. I had him on my fantasy team, Steven. Drafted him. Then had to drop him because he wasn't doing anything. Then picked him up when he started to do things. Tim is saying, Ricky and Steven, thank you guys. Was cooking dinner, so missed the break. What great hits. Dallas and the Eagles. Thanks, guys. Good luck to all the others in the break room. Thank you, Timothy, for getting into the breaks. And then Harmon? How many spots left in the full-size helmet break? Tim, gonna need a little bit. So we got the Diamonds, the Vault, Practice Squad all have full-size helmets in it. The Diamonds.
Tim's in the double diamond, I think. So that's probably going to answer that.
That's what I was thinking. I think Tim was asking earlier. So Diamond double were 6 to go. Diamond quad were wide open. Diamond single 7 to go. Which one is Tim in?
The diamond double.
So 6 to go in that diamond double. Let's get this, guys. Tim wants to see his break happen. And I want to see this break happen for Tim. I almost typed 3. That would not have been right. So diamond double box. Forgot the most important part. Diamond double box, 6 spots left. Let's get that break filled, guys, for Tim wants to see his break happen. Headliners we have left here in the Diamonds. We've got George Kittle, Derrick Henry on a speed flex, Terrell Davis, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence, Brock Bowers. Brock is also a speed flex. Brian Urlacher, Donovan McNabb, and Dwight Freeney. So the speed flex is in Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry on that Alt Raven logo. We got Brock Bowers on the Chrome speed flex. And then George Kittle on a Golden Slate authentic. Terrell Davis on a camo authentic. CeeDee Lamb, the standard authentic. And then, as Steven said, Trevor Lawrence on that Flash authentic. Brian Urlacher, Don McNabb, Dwight Freeney. We can automatically assume that those are going to be authentics here in the Diamonds. Is the Diamonds are only authentics and speed flexes. So speed flexes most value here in the break room for speed flexes. They are the helmets that go for the most. Right below that, the authentic lids. If you want to see an example of a speed flex, how about this that came out during the 3 p.m. show? So flexes are going to have the U design here. They're also going to look a little bit different to authentics on the inside. The padding is a little different, but both of them, authentics and speed flexes, will have the padding inside. And this right here is a chrome speed flex. This is the same type of helmet that Brock Bowers is. The only difference is it's not going to have Barry Sanders' signature there. And 2, instead of being blue and having a Lions logo, it's going to be black in the front, silver in the back, and have a big old Raider logo there as well. Plus, you know what? It might have the same visor. That might be the same silver visor. Who won the Bradshaw? It's going to be on the winner sheet. I know it was out here for the 3 p.m. show.
It looks like someone named Rudy Alva.
Rudy Alva.
The
Great Leon wants to know if Rudy might be looking to trade that Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, I should have just went with it.
Tim saying he's a full-time firefighter, so currently watching the stream at work, so not guaranteed to get to see the break, but thanks. And Tim, that's the great thing about Ultimate Autographs is because if you ever, and this goes for everyone, people who are new, if you get into a break and it does not happen right away, every single break gets saved to our YouTube channel, which you can always check in, say, Like, for example, like Tim did, hey, is the diamond double, is that closed out yet? Say yes or no. In your order, it'll also say the number. So like, hey guys, has diamond, let's say it's number 6, for example. Diamond number 6, is that closed? Whoever's on that day, whether it's Steven and I, if Dom's on, Common's on, Nick's on, Rip's on, Robbie's on, anyone who's in this chair will be like, you know what? That actually closed. This is the show it happened on. We can tell you that if it happened. And you can go back to the YouTube video and watch the break if you want. Now, if it's you, Steven, I'm going to ask you. Can't get into the breaks here at Ultimate Autographs, but let's say you got into a break and you missed the break. Are you a guy that would be like, hey, let me go back and watch it? I want to watch it and see if I won. Or would you be like, hey, guys, did that happen? Oh, yeah. Just tell me if I won or lost.
Second one.
Steven's like, just tell me if I won or lost.
I mean, if it sounds cool enough, I gotta go see it. But that's about it.
See, I'm on the other side. I like the suspense of like, let me go and watch it. Let me
I don't
see if
watch
I've
my
won.
results if I know my results.
But I ask because many people are different. We get some people that are like, thanks, guys. I'll go check it out. Others are like, Ricky, just tell me if I won or lost.
Yeah,
Just tell me if I
that's
won or
true.
lost. So what's the next break we're going to do? Let's see where we're at. The chase is, in fact, guys, the 1 and 4. Cody Rhodes weightlifting belt with the American Nightmare design on it. How about Mark Messier licensed jersey? How about Kevin Garnett with the Boston Celtics licensed jersey?
Yeah, I think it's clean.
It's got the little, is that the shamrock up there? A little bit of the shamrock right there. Can tell the NHL one is licensed because it has that Fanatics logo on the back. How about Patrick Mahomes on the Vices helmet, the same type of lid that he wears out there on the field? Only one I believe that wears a Vices helmet out there on Sundays. How about Kyle Tucker and Manny Ramirez on the black baseball bats? And also Julius Erving, Antonio Gates, Dansby Swanson, Allen Iverson, and Shane Doan in the listed headliner section. It's also the chase, so every 1 and 4 we do tonight, folks, we'll put your name on the chase wheel spin list. One person at the end of the night. 9 o'clock is usually when we do them, but if we're breaking and we're bumping, that'll go until we're not. One person will go to the 1 to 100 wheel and have a chance to win a $1 to $100 gift card. So you can get that money back on top of winning these sick items here in the UA Live break room. Chris saying thank you. I would love to trade for it. So Rudy, if you're out there, Chris is calling the trade line. A little Moneyball style. He's like, yo, I got Rendon. Or Rincon. You want Rincon? I'll trade Rincon. I can give you Pena. I can give you Pena. Not Scott Hatterberg, though. I can't give you Scott.
Scooble has struck out the first 8 of 9.
So that would have I think he was 7.5.
Yeah.
There had to be a FanDuel special of like Scooble strikes out like first X batters.
Yeah. I mean,
He
he's
is the
insane.
best.
He's just
Have
insane.
we haven't had Scooble in the break room, right? On
I
a
don't think
baseball
so.
bat
No.
or a Tigers jersey.
No, I don't think so.
Could you-
Tigers, we get Alan Trammell, Cecil Fielder, Cabrera.
We've had Miggy in the room, right?
Oh, yeah,
Miguel?
big time. Oh, yeah.
Or why am I Maglio? So I'm thinking of.
I don't know about Maglio.
Oh, we had Ordonez once.
Maybe once.
Miggy we get all the time.
Miggy's the
Cabrera.
man.
So where are we going to go, guys? That is, I'm a little jealous of the guys yesterday or today. I think it was last night, though. I am jealous of the guys for getting the Tiger Woods painting. Was a canvas that was signed by Tiger Woods. So let's see where we're at. Still 6 to go on that diamond double, 6 to go. 7 to go in the diamond single, also 7 to go in the vault double. 5 to go in our next jerseys. Jerseys are the best headliner ratio in the room right now. We have 7 headliners left in 9 boxes in the jerseys. Let me go ahead and, since I'm going to read them off anyways, might as well give you a visual aid. Baker Mayfield was pulled, so we got Earl Campbell. We have Ed Reed, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Jackson Smith Njigba, Troy Aikman, and Mike Vick left in the jerseys. So that's 7 headliners, 9 boxes left when it comes to the jerseys. Another high ratio break that we have in the room. Cough, cough, nudge, nudge. Oh, it's just the 1 and 4, Steven. 11 headliners in 17 boxes. I get this. 1 and 4, a lot more money per spot than the jerseys. That's for sure. But if you have it in your funds, getting a chance to win Cody Rhodes if you're a big wrestling fan. Mark Messier, especially if you're a Ranger fan. Kevin Garnett for Boston fans. Both those jerseys are licensed. If you're a football fan, not even just a Chief fan, if you're a Chief fan, you should be in like that if you have the funds. But Patrick Mahomes on a Visus, not just a Speed Flex, a Visus, which is unique because the only one we get on Visus lids here in the room is Patrick Mahomes. If you're a Cub fan, Kyle Tucker. I'll say this, hell, if you're an Astro fan, Kyle Tucker, that bat don't have no logo on it.
That's true.
Manny Ramirez, if you're a Boston guy or a White Sox guy even, Manny being Manny. Hell, if you're a Dodger fan, you could want that Manny Ramirez.
Manny would.
I just remember the White Sox getting Manny Ramirez and then Jerry and them going, you know what, let's do Manny Dreads Day. And giving away, kind of like how the Cubs did the Dansby Swanson wigs.
Yeah,
they did the Manny hair. We also have Julius Erving, if you're a basketball fan, but more so Sixer fan out there. Antonio Gates for our Charger fans. Cub fans, knock, knock. Hell, even Braves fans. Dansby Swanson's out there. Now, the only thing I would say about the Braves is if that Dansby's on a jersey, probably is on a Cub jersey.
Yeah, or a helmet.
But if it's a bat,
yeah.
If I'm a Braves fan, hey, it might not have a Cubs logo on it. Allen Iverson, dude, if you're a Sixer fan, we have Julius Erving and Allen Iverson in the room. And I will say this, Allen Iverson, there is the small chance that it's on a shoe. We've gotten Allen Iverson on the shoe quite a bit. We've also gotten Allen Iverson on the basketball. Could be a Funko, but we've gotten the shoe. If you got Allen Iverson's autograph, would you want it on a gym shoe or a basketball?
Basketball.
Okay.
Or that gigantic Funko.
Or the gigantic.
With the Slam magazine in the background.
We also have Shane Doan from a hockey fans as well. Mark Messier, Shane Doan, the 2 hockey hits in the room. We also have 6 bonus bangers, which we don't know what they are. They could be, looking at what we have. We have entertainment things that usually come in. We could get something that isn't related to sports at all. So that 1 and 4, a little bit of everything for a little bit of everyone. The other high ratio breaks, minis. We got 26 boxes now. Headliner got pulled, so 11 headliners in 26 boxes. Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Bo Nix, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Sterling Sharp, Aaron Donald, Lawrence Taylor. We also have Frank Gore, Robert Mathis, and Rodney Harrison in those minis. I'm also going to throw out Steven.
Oh.
How about the vault?
Who's the Hall of Fame helmet back there?
On the minis?
Yeah.
That is going to be...
Or the NFL lid.
That's Jamar Chase.
Dude,
you get a Jamar...
That's different.
Like, you could get a Jamar... That's the thing. You don't even... Like, this opens up to where it's like, if you're a Steeler fan...
Yeah, I can accept that autograph, yeah.
If you like Jamar Chase, except when he's playing you, but don't want a Bengal lid, that's actually a good option, Steven. That's an NFL lid.
Maybe we need to kind of get just a few more of these. I like this.
I was gonna say, do you wish that we saw more?
I'm starting to. Like, I would love an Aaron Rodgers of that. You know what I'm saying?
What about Jordan Love?
I mean, I don't necessarily have an opinion on him yet, but
the reason why I ask,
it's acceptable in my collection now.
The reason why I ask is Aaron Rodgers now with the Steelers He's not going to break the Bears' heart currently. So that
They play this year.
They play once though. Like when he was with the Packers, it was like twice a year, like clockwork. You just expected to be just bent over the knee.
Yeah,
like
you didn't expect that as a
son.
Vikings fan?
I think we got him quite a bit. Not as much, but quite
But you
a
got
bit.
him enough.
We got him enough, except when we were playing Joe Webb. You know what I'm saying?
That was a problem.
Is it bad that I thought we were going to win that game?
Yes, Ricky, very bad.
Because the week before we
'Cause that's
played
just not
them
gonna
and we
happen.
won, and I was like, oh, maybe there's a chance. Maybe there's a chance.
Did he play that week?
He played that week and the week after.
Oh,
'Cause we
okay.
had the
But who
injury.
started? Didn't you have a quarterback that started before?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
It was
because Joe Webb was the desperation heave.
Let me see.
I remember he was the
Joe-
desperation heave.
Where did Joe Webb also play for?
Was he a Giant?
No, he's a Panther.
Your other Super Bowl dark horse.
Right after us, he was with them from 2014 to 2016.
Good for him.
He was a Bill and then a Texan. He was a Giant in 2020.
I
the COVID
told
year.
you, bro. I said that.
He only played 2 games for
I
the
don't care.
Giants.
I
though.
told you he was a Giant.
Yeah, he took 2019 off and then played.
Did he take 2019 off? For?
Or did no one want him?
Yeah, that's the real question here.
Yeah, Joe Webb played his last year with us. He played in 16 games, started 1. I think that was the last regular season game. No, that can't be it. Now I'm going to look this up because it's Joe Webb.
Joseph Webb?
Was it 2011 was that season?
It was a
He
season.
started, yes, potentially.
Was it the year that Adrian Peterson won the MVP?
I think so. Joe Webb Packers playoffs 2013. So it was 2012, 2013. Because that playoff game, Joe Webb went 11 of 30, 180 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
That a boy.
Adrian Peterson didn't have a bad game. 99 yards, just didn't have a touchdown at all. Oh, Blair Walsh was our kicker. I loved Blair Walsh.
Great name.
Yeah, by halftime it was 17-3 Packers, and I was like, okay, we're still in this. It's only a 2-score game. By the end of the third, Steven, 24-3. Game ended 24-10. So that game got away from us quickly. Let's see, what year did I say that was? 2012?
All right, we're getting some spots knocked out. I think we got 2 to go in the jerseys or 1 to go in the jerseys.
Let's go.
And then Eric also just bought a jersey mystery box.
So, Eric, if you're out there, since we're down to 9 and 8, Eric, if you're out there, give me a box number. Otherwise, Steven, I will say this. We will do this personal before the live break. So, Eric, if you're out there, give me a number for your personal in the jerseys, Eric Linnell. So, 1 number, Eric, for your jersey. You were right, Steven. I was wrong. Christian Ponder, or as I call him, Chrissy Ponder, absolutely demolished the Packers at week 17.
And it was hurt, yeah.
3 touchdowns, 234 yards. Aaron Rodgers, by the way, 365 yards and 4 touchdowns.
It's what he does. It's what he does.
The 37-34 win. Adrian Peterson had 200 yards of work and a touchdown.
Come on,
And
Kerry
box
Carpenter.
12.
Do it again.
Our leading receiver that game, Jarius Wright.
Yeah, help us.
Box 12 coming out of the jerseys. Let me take that off the ticker if it's there. Box 12 is there, so congratulations on the win early, Eric, but good luck as well. We'll see what's coming out here in the jerseys. Oh.
Sorry. I just did it for the sake of doing it.
I was like, usually Steven passed it here, and then you walked. I'm just like, we're gonna do this.
No.
Box 12 coming out for Eric. Ooh, Eric. How about Edie Reed, baby. Ed Reed in the house. So, Eric, this is a well-used personal, my man. As we got Ed Reed coming out here for Eric. Beckett's cert on the bottom. Ed Reed headliner hit. So now 6 headliners in 8 boxes. 6 headliners, 8 boxes. Ed Reed going to Eric Linnell. The Viking fan. Getting a different shade of purple here.
Right. All right, and then the jersey sold out, so that's coming up next.
Well, I will say this. I'm sure no apologies from Eric, as congratulations, Eric, on the win. But I will say it. My apologies to anyone in this break that was like, I wanted the Ed Reed.
You gotta, get in there.
Got to be quicker than that.
Like that fisherman said.
Yep. That's the thing. Sometimes the personals, people sleep on the strategy of the personals. Because I know when we get to what is it? Under when we get to 6, maybe 5 boxes, we take them down.
Right.
But as they're up in a case like this, when it was 9 boxes and there were 7 headliners left, call your shot. Be like, hey, I'm going to spend a little bit more than the 28. I'm going to get in. I'm going to buy a box outright. And I'm going to call my number. And that's what Eric did. And he got a headliner hit in Ed Reed. So, yes, Eric paid a little bit more than just one spot. But he automatically won the Ed Reed jersey instead of having to hope for the right division and such. And before I pass this over to you, Steven, let me stick it. And we will have jersey number 18 now. Jersey 18. So message coming out. James, Eric, Samuel. So I got James C. and James S. Mario, John, and Timothy Millard. One number. And Eric Linnell again calling the shot, doing the box caller magic. He wants box 2. 2 is on the ticker.
2.
So box 2 coming on up. We will now go to the randomizer to see what divisions we'll get. Not the dice roll. Thank you, Steven. How about 8 times around? Divisions we have Eric Linnell in the NFC North. We've got James in the NFC South, potentially hoping Michael Vick coming out on a Falcons jersey. Eric's hoping for one of those bonus bangers to be from the North, NFC style. James S. has got the NFC East, hoping, praying, living on a prayer that it's the Troy Aikman coming out of box 2. Mario, NFC West, hoping for JSN, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. We got Samuel in the AFC North, hoping for Hines Ward now. We've got Timothy in the AFC South, hoping for Earl Campbell. We got James C. also hoping for a bonus banger for the AFC East. We got John Sutter hoping for Bo Nix in the AFC West. Also, I forgot to say James S. is also hoping that Michael Vick is on an Eagle jersey. So box 2 coming out, called by Eric Linnell. Good luck to everyone in the break, and congratulations to Steven.
Yes, sir.
How about this? How about a guy who hit his own teammate so hard in the Super Bowl, he knocked him out? How about Steve Atwater on the orange Bronco jersey going to John Sutter? So how about one of the bonus bangers coming out here in Steve Atwater, baby. JSA cert, bottom of the 2. One of the hardest hitting defensive backs, not the hardest. Hardest hitting safety in the league definitely wasn't him. That's somebody else. But Steve Atwater, and it was that Super Bowl against the Packers. I was watching old clips of it, and they were talking Atwater. They were talking the receiver from the Packers. I can't remember. Where it was basically him and his teammate were going to tackle him like this. That receiver said, I saw both of them coming, and he said, I just went straight down. I hit the floor. And he goes down, boom, they knock each other, and Atwater won that battle. Too bad he knocked out his own teammate. JSA cert here. Congratulations, John Sutter, on the Steve Atwater hit. What up, Herm? Harmon saying, hey, fellas, got Eddie George to sign my helmet this weekend. So now I have Vince Young and him on that Titans helmet. That is a sick lid. Mm-hmm. Vince Young, Eddie George on one lid. Herm, if you're going to add a third Titan, if you could, add a third Titan to that list, who's the one you'd want to add to that helmet? Derek Mason, potentially? The one Titan I would want to add to it, sadly, RIP could not add to it, is Steve McNair. I think if I had to say who's my favorite Titan of all time, I think I'd say McNair.
That's fair. Steve was awesome.
Music City Miracle led that team to a Super Bowl. I thought they were going to win that Super Bowl.
Dude, they made it close.
But I was unfamiliar with the greatest show on turf's game.
Dude, they made it a game, though. That was an iconic... You have to write it down still.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I forgot some.
Just making sure.
I was 10 or 11. I think I was 10 when that Super Bowl happened. Mm-hmm. I will say this. First Super Bowl party I've ever been to. That started the chain reaction of then every year for the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. You always go somewhere, someone's house to watch the game.
Right.
That was the first one. Steve Atwater going to John Sutter. Congratulations, John. That means, guys, in that jerseys, let's reset a little bit here in the break room. Meaning, let me put this up. We are now down to 7 boxes left in those jerseys. 6 headliners remain. 6 headliners in 7 jerseys, 7 jerseys because there's 7 boxes. Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Troy Aikman, Michael Vick. So Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Troy Aikman, Michael Vick, 6 headliners, 7 boxes, and Steven, I think now is when you start going, do I smell a Troy Aikman chase?
Right.
The odds are there to where I think the Troy Aikman chase might be upon us in the jerseys. Looking at where we're at also
Riley
in the
Green
room.
Makes it 2-0.
So we like to see.
We want more.
More.
Moss.
Give me more.
Like a young Taco Bell.
Give me more.
Live Moss.
Live Moss.
Dude,
Taco Bell.
That's our first shirt. Bet Moss.
Bet Moss. Oh. You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the shirts I would see at in college. You'd go to Mayhem Fest or Warped Tour, and you see the generic shirts that instead of Taco Bell, Toca Bowl, and I just flipped it upside down. So let's see where we're at here in the break room, guys. 6 to go still on that diamond double. Ooh, you know what? Herm given a good name. I don't know why I didn't think of this name, because A, he's going to have 2,000 yards this year. B, we have him on a speed flex in the diamonds. He's saying King Henry is who he wants. Next
Not
on
a
that
bad
Titan
get. Not
lid.
a bad one right there.
We do have King Henry on a Raven speed flex here in the diamond. 6 to go in the double. Tim Harmon looking. He's watching it work. He's like, guys, let's get this break going. 6 to go in the diamond double. 29 boxes left. 9 headliners. George Kittle, Derrick Henry flex, Terrell Davis, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence, Brock Bowers on the speed flex. One of the young guns we have in the break room. No longer a rookie, but still a young gun. Brian Urlacher, Donovan McNabb, Dwight Freeney, listed headliners. The diamonds are loaded. And the thing about the diamonds is you might look at it and go, Ricky, only 9 headliners and 23 boxes. I'm going to wait for that to get a little bit closer. Let those numbers get closer together. Here's the thing. Everything in the diamonds is either an authentic or a speed flex. So if you're getting a bonus banger, you're getting a great lid still in the room. You're guaranteed an authentic if you win. Not guaranteed a win, but if you do win, you're guaranteed at least an authentic in those diamonds. So we are 6 to go in those diamonds for the double box. We're also
Samuel Liskey is actually doing the same thing that Eric Linnell just did.
All right.
Got himself a personal.
Mm-hmm. So this is going to bring us down to Steven, I'll say this. I'll allow it for one more if someone wants to.
Okay.
I'll say this. Once we get to 5 boxes, we'll take down the personal. So either someone's going to try for the Aikman one more time with the personal, but if you don't cash in on it before the next jersey break,
Right.
then those personals will get taken down with 5 to go, especially if it's 100%. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. If this is the next bonus banger, we're taking down the personals. So if you're out there, Samuel, give me a box number. He wants the wheel. Now, what I'm going to do, Steven, is I'm going to put these on the picker wheel so that we don't have a closest number situation. So 5, whoop, not 53, 5, 7, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 26. We'll take 27 and 29 off. So I'll say this. If you want that opportunity at a personal, get it now. Because if this break happens and it's the bonus banger, we're taking the personals down. So let's spin this for Samuel. As he said, spin, please. How about box 9 in the jersey?
All right, box 9.
Box 9 coming on up, taking it off the ticker. Box 9, box 9, box 9. I'll go ahead and get this one, Steven. They're close enough. And I don't have to randomize anything. 9 of 30. Take that off. 9 of 30 here going to Sam. Good luck, Sam, and congratulations on. Well, Steven, go ahead and do me a favor. Take down those jersey personals because it is now 6 headliners and 6 boxes, Steven.
Oh, wow.
How about Randy White? It's a cowboy, but not the cowboy we might have been looking for. JSA cert. Randy White on the blue cowboy uniform with the Hall of Fame inscription. Sam getting himself a beautiful hit here in Randy White. And with that, it brings us, Steven, to 6 boxes, 6 headliners. I think the first time I've been able to say there is a 100% chance at a headliner in the jerseys.
No, there you go.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen in my over a year being here.
Like being over like 5 boxes or something like that.
Like 6 boxes,
One
5
box, one box.
Well,
one
okay,
headliner?
like that. No, but I'm saying like 5 or more boxes, and there being all headliners left.
Mm-hmm.
Usually by like 5, it's like, oh, okay, like there's still one bonus banger that's just clinging on for dear life. So let's go ahead, get those jerseys, guys. Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, Troy Aikman, and Mike Vick, the last jerseys left. They're all available, and those are the only ones left. No bonus bangers left in these final 6.
It'd be great if you could just go the whole game.
Oh. Okay. Never mind. I was right. So I thought I was wrong for a second. Because one of the stickers says Randy White, the other says Roddy White.
Oh.
And I was like, hold up. Roddy never played for the Cowboys.
He might have.
And then I started thinking to myself, I'm like, did he go there at the end of his career? It's Randy White. I was right. I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Start second guessing yourself. What? Congratulations to Sam on the Randy White jersey.
All right, that jersey is closed.
I figure that's going to happen about 5 more times.
That makes sense.
Especially until we hit the Troy Aikman. Trying to grab the other box. Like, no, you're not going with Mr. Sutter's. You're Sam's. So jersey number 19 coming up. Chris, I'll say this: if at least 4 people say that they'd do a double, I'd be cool with doing doubles in this. I mean, right now we'd have to do one more single because it'd be down to 5. But
generally speaking, we just keep
generally
it. We don't
singles.
double everything, and
yeah, usually
we
like,
advertise that.
It's like when we do octo boxes in the diamonds. Usually, unless it's like 5 or more people are like, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
We usually don't do it. James, John, Herman, Bradley, Eric, Mario, and B-Dub calling 17.
I don't think any double ups exist either, so that's also kind of a reason.
The only thing I can think of why I would do it if like 5 people said that they were in is because like if you get like
Sam, who did Sam? So Sam pulled Randy White, right?
Yeah, Randy White. But these should go quick. So 17 coming off. Let me save that.
Like, there's no chance to double up either. So
Yeah. That's actually a very good point,
I
Steve.
wouldn't. I personally just wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend it.
Now, if Ed Reed was still like, to be honest, there's a chance at one double up, but we don't even know if it is a double up because Mike Vick could be a Falcon or an Eagle.
Falcon, yeah.
But like I don't know. It could be a Falcon. 17.
For the jersey?
Yep, 17.
Not available.
17's not available? No. So 17 was on the ticker. B-Dub, give me another number. Let me show this number. 17 was on the ticker. So by rules, it goes to B-Dub again. He calls 5.
You call 5.
5. Yep. The Cinco box. And then show off the randomizer again. You guys see it here 8 times. Thank you, Steven. So we went around 8 times for the divisions. So we're going to have James in the NFC North, Harmon in the NFC South, hoping for Mike Vick on a Falcon jersey, Eric in the NFC East, hoping for Troy Aikman. We've got John in the NFC West, hoping for Jackson Smith Ninjigba. We got Sam in the AFC North, hoping for Hines Ward. Mario in the AFC South, hoping for Earl Campbell. Bradley Williams in the AFC East and AFC West, hoping for Bo Nix. So box number 5 coming up here. Good luck to everybody involved, and congratulations too. Well, how about this? How about another hit for John Sutter, baby? John Sutter going to be walking away with the headliner hit, Once Upon a Blue Moon. Actually, was it last year in the UA League? I think it was last year in the UA League. Yeah, I made a trade for this guy. Jackson Smith Ninjigba was clowned on by everyone. You traded A.J. Brown away for who? Well, he made mincemeat out of those critics. Beckett Cert on the bottom. John Sutter going home with JSN Jackson Smith Ninjigba. So congratulations, John Sutter. Walking away with now an NFC West hit. Got Steve Atwater earlier. Now he's got an AFC earlier, NFC now. So Troy Aikman still out there. Congratulations to John on the JSN hit. So that's going to bring us down to 5 boxes, 5 headliners. Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Troy Aikman, and Mike Vick. The ones still left. Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Troy Aikman, and Michael Vick. JSN off the board. John Sutter with another win.
Thank you, Sut.
Five jerseys left, 5 headliners left. Easily the number 1 ratio here in the room. So I expect that next jerseys to be probably filling up very quickly.
1 to go.
6 to go still in the diamond. Let me hit a refresh again. 6 to go in the diamond double. 7 to go diamond single. 7 to go in the vault double. We are 7 to go in the minis and sold out in the jerseys. So that jerseys is going to be our next break again. I figure for about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 more times I'm going to say, yeah, the jerseys are going to be our next break. Especially with it being 5 boxes, 5 headliners. Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Bo Nix, Troy Aikman, Michael Vick. And guys, the one thing I will suggest, of course, budgets are a thing. Play within your budget. But if you're getting into the jersey break, I would definitely say it would behoove you to get at least 2 spots if you can. The reason being, if you get 1 spot and you get the NFC North, right now with 5 boxes, 5 headliners, there are going to be sadly spots that are not going to have a winner that we know of because we know all the spots.
All right, that's ready for you.
Thank you. Is it?
Not.
I don't see it.
What number is this one?
20.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Ooh, that's not it either.
It's just the what's the word I'm looking for? The state of the game, basically. Especially when we get down to under 8 boxes.
Right. Just happens.
That's why if you got it in your budget, maybe be who to grab 2 spots right off the rip. Guarantee yourself at least a chance. Thank you. So number 20, let me drop that now that I got the list. That's what I was waiting for. John, Bradley, Christopher, and Sam. Now, I will say, if you're in Sam's position, Sam still did the right thing. 1 spot left. I'm going to get in because I'd rather be in than not in.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But everyone else except for John, Bradley grabbed 2 spots. Christopher Leon grabbed multiple spots. And John Sutter, he's calling out 16. 16. And I'll grab that one, Steven.
Sounds good.
I'll randomize and grab it. I'll be honest, I'm probably just going to move the... I'm just going to probably move
Yeah, you
the
might as well
pile
bring
right
them by
next
you.
Because these are going to go.
Yeah.
Let's see what divisions we land up in. Good luck to everyone in the break. Hope you land in the division that you want. And I'm sorry not everyone can land in the NFC East. So let's see. Sam's in the NFC North. Christopher in the NFC South, hoping for Mike Vick. John Sutter in the NFC East, hoping for Troy Aikman or Mike Vick. Christopher is in the NFC West. Bradley in the AFC North, hoping for Hines Ward. Christopher in the AFC South, hoping for Earl Campbell. Bradley in the AFC East and Christopher in the AFC West, hoping for Bo Nix.
Yeah, because the next one's sold out.
All right. So, I don't know how this ticker got so messed up.
16 wasn't
16.
available? That should be there.
I was thinking 15 in my head.
I saw 16 and 19. That's where.
Yeah, it's not messed up, Steven. I'm messed up. Which is, some would say a harder fix. 16 called out by John Sutter. Let's see what's inside. And ooh-wee. How about another John Sutter?
Oh, there we go. Wow.
How about the hit of hits? How about them Cowboys? As we're going to have the Troy Aikman dual-sorted on this bad boy.
Wow. Nice hit.
That's going to be a JSN, or I'm sorry, JSA. We just pulled JSN. JSA and Beckett on this bad boy. John Sutter, his 3rd win here in the jerseys. So congratulations, Mr. Sutter. And John's now saying to me, he goes, so Ricky, what did you say about getting 2 spots?
Yeah.
What did you say about getting 2 spots?
He's like, excuse me?
John, I was unfamiliar with your game. When I shouldn't be, because this is now your 3rd win here in the jerseys. So let's see. This brings us down to 4. The next break you said was sold out, so that'll bring us down to 3. There's still a 100% headliner hit chance. You know what's weird, though? maybe I before
Are
we
you
ship
being
this
weird?
out, I'll ask shipping or production that. So usually the JSNs that don't have the card have the QR code.
Yeah.
This JSN doesn't have the QR code, but doesn't have a card.
Did it fall below you?
Nope. It's not in the bag. So maybe this one I'll put it in our show notes for production that, hey, was this supposed to have a card? Just so that John gets the right thing.
I do want to clarify though that item is still authenticated.
Yes.
It has a number on there and everything that
Yeah.
you can check and everything. There just isn't the second additional.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. That's the only thing. I just want to make sure if there is a card, that John gets it. It is still authenticated. JSN had somebody there when he was signing it. And this is going to be 21. So jersey number 21. There is the list. So Herm called the box number a little bit quick. So Herm, you're going to have to type that again. Tried to time it up either tried to time it up perfectly, or sometimes where it's like you have it pre-typed. And John Sutter goes, you know what, Herm, I got you. Let's do box 7. So we will do
Good
box
team
7.
spirit there.
See, I like that in the break room when it's like someone accidentally hits the number too soon, and then someone in the break goes, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. I take that deal. You take that deal, it's a fine, good deal.
Wait, we have 7. That's the question.
Yeah, it's right here. I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Let me take 7 off the ticker. Can't forget to do that. Whoop. Now what I want to do to our ticker. Taking 7 off. We have our divisions in front of us. How about Christopher in the NFC North? John Sutter, NFC South, hoping for Michael Vick on a Falcon. Christopher Leon still hoping for Michael Vick on an Eagle. Christopher Leon in the NFC West. We got Samuel in the AFC North hoping for Hines Ward. Herman in the AFC South hoping for Earl Campbell. And then Sam hoping for Bo Nix. AFC East, nobody there but Bo Nix in the AFC West. Box 7, called out by Herm, but then called out by John Sutter. Box 7 coming on up here. 3 jersey boxes left, all headliners. And how about this? How about Sam getting a hit here in the jerseys number 21? Bo Nix coming out here on the Bronco jersey. Bo Nix coming out here. Congratulations, Sam, on the Bo Nix hit. Becketser top of the 1. Bo Nix, baby. Entering his 2nd year with the Broncos. Big old headliner hit for Sam. Bo Nix coming out. So that means we got Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, and Mike Vick in the final 3 boxes.
That one's fun.
Samuel going to add this to his Randy White that he already won earlier.
Very nice.
And I will say this, Steven, very quickly. Now, don't mean to be a Joe Aguilar here,
Yeah, you do.
but me and Bo go back, right? And by what I mean by that is early on, it's a little critical of Bo only because I think he can do better, and I want to see better from him. And there was a while where I was like, dude, his autograph got better. Bo on this one, I think this might have been one where, you know, like athletes are signing stuff and they just quick.
Yeah.
I know Bo. Bo's better than this. Still a great hit, though. And a Bo Nix autograph is still what, Steven?
The part that matters here
Bo
is that it
Nix
comes
autograph.
from his hand.
Yeah. It was his hand. that touched the pen, that
In
touched
that
the
moment.
jersey. Because I'll say this, you know what I don't have? A Bo Nix auto. What does Sam have now? Well, not in his possession, but he will soon.
A Bo Nix
A Bo
auto.
Nix auto, which is better than not having one. Congratulations, Sam. I will say this, though. Bo Nix, not the worst auto I've seen.
I know I pulled him Friday.
James Cook.
Yep.
But, Steven, we understand now why. Because he never learned cursive.
He never learned cursive. This is true.
Blame the Florida school system. Don't blame James Cook. Blame that Florida school system that they took away cursive for a couple of years. And now people like James Cook don't know how to sign their name. So 3 jersey boxes left, all headliners: Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, and Michael Vick. Next jersey is 2 to go. Looking for 2 to play in that one. The Diamond Double is still 6 to go.
No reason to
guys.
not do that one.
No reason why we can't do the Diamond Double. And one thing I haven't talked about that I am remiss in talking about that I haven't even looked at. How about double up opportunities? Since the double is 6 to go, Terrell Davis, Brock Bowers, double up opportunity. You have, let's see, George Kittle, NFC West. I'm scanning. Don't see any NFC West. AFC North, I'm scanning. Don't see an AFC North. Terrell Davis, Brock Bowers. AFC West, we've solidified that. Donovan McNabb and CeeDee Lamb could be a double-up opportunity. And then Trevor Lawrence and Dwight Freeney. So 3 double-ups there. And the good thing about it is they all involve a photo headliner. So, like, if you're going for the Trevor Lawrence, hey, look, you have a possibility of getting a Dwight Freeney as well.
Right.
Oh, you get a CeeDee Lamb, you win the CeeDee Lamb. Oh, you have a possibility of winning the Donovan McNabb as well. The big one, though, is, I'm going for the Brock Bowers. I also have the opportunity to win a Terrell Davis. Duh. I'm in.
All right, one to go in the jersey.
Like the future I'm a Fry meme. Take my money. Brock Bowers, Terrell Davis. You give me one spot with a chance to win both of them, I'm in. You said 1 to go on those jerseys?
I mean, it could be none by the time.
Still 1 to go.
It's still 1 to go?
Still 1 to go. Earl Campbell, Hines Ward, Mike Vick sitting out there. Final 3 boxes. I can do this, Steven.
Final 3 boxes.
These are the boxes. There's 3 of them. There are only 3. 14, 19, 26. Come and get them while they're hot. Because they're in pizza boxes. Or what look like pizza boxes.
Fair enough.
Come and get it. But I will say the jerseys are hot. 100% headliner hit in the jerseys with the final 3. I want to do a helmet, though, tonight. A helmet or how about a 1 and 4? 17 boxes, 11 headliners. Double up opportunities here. Easier than our divisional breaks because all you got to be is in the sport. How about if you land in the baseball section? You got a double up. Hell, you even got a triple up. Dansby Swanson, Kyle Tucker, Manny Ramirez. If you're in the basketball spot, you also have a triple up. You got Kevin Garnett, you got Allen Iverson, you got Julius Erving. So the quad is king. In the everything else, you got a triple up. You got Cody Rhodes, you got Mark Messier, you got Shane Doan. And in the football spot, that's the one where you just have a double up. But that double up includes Patrick Mahomes on a Vices helmet. So triple ups in the everything else, the basketball and the baseball, a prime double up in that football. So no reason why this 1 and 4 should be sitting there, especially with a Patrick Mahomes still in the room.
All right, that next jersey is ready for you.
All right. Let's get another jersey going. This will be 22. See that 22 on my ID. Jersey 22, give me that number. I got Mario, James, Harmon, Sam, Brian, and Bobby Boulay closing it out. Herm's going to say 14, which we do have. So 15 was also off. That's the one I forgot to take off. So 19 and 26, the last two boxes that we'll have. We'll do 14 here for Herm. Let me take you guys to the randomizer. We're still going to have a 100% chance at a headliner after this because it'll just be 2 of 2. And then down to 1 of 1. 8 times around per the dice roll. So we got Brian in the NFC North, Sam in the NFC South hoping for Mike Vick, Bobby Boulay in the NFC East hoping for Mike Vick because he could be on Eagles or Falcons, Herm in the NFC West, Mario in the AFC North hoping for Hines Ward. We've got James in the South of the AFC, Herm in the East of the AFC, Sam in the West of the AFC. And I forgot to say James is hoping for Earl Campbell. So we got 4 people in contention, sadly. Rux is saying Patty's in 14 for the 1 and 4. And Bob's saying the only number 14 in Chicago. Ernie Banks, Mr. Cub. Let's go. Ernie Banks came to my high school when I was in high school. We opened a bank within, like, for students to use. And Ernie Banks came when we opened it up, cut the cord. Well, how about this? How about it's a me, Mario? How about Mario with the Hines Ward hit? I hope Mario Ortez does not get angry that I used the it's a me for a different Mario. I feel like I'm cheating.
You are.
But how about Mario C? Mario
You nailed
what
it.
is that? Conrucci? Hope I'm saying that right. Please correct me because I know I said that wrong. But Mario with the Hines Ward hit. Beckett Cert on the bottom of this one. So Hines Ward out of the box. That means we got Mike Vick and Earl Campbell still left here in the Josies. The Josies. Mario might be like, call me whatever you want. Just call me a winner. Now, here's what I would like to know. So, you weren't here yesterday, obviously. Whoever wrote the headliner board down, I personally appreciated because, like, if we had, like, there was a vault one time. It was the 4th down vault. When I wrote the headliners down, I didn't spell down like you normally do, Steven.
Okay.
I spelt it like, you know, how someone from Pittsburgh or like
Don.
Pat McAfee would say, Don. D-A-H-N. Yesterday, when Dom and I were going over the Jersey headliners, someone wrote Hines Ward, but wrote Heinz like you write Heinz ketchup.
Oh, okay.
You know, like Heinz Field.
Yeah.
Which I kind of liked. Oh, it's a little bit of fun here in the break room. Somebody changed it, though, because now it's rewritten Hines Ward the correct way.
Lame.
And I wonder who it was. Who doesn't like fun? That's what I want to know. Well, you know who likes fun? Mario, because he's having fun looking at this Hines Ward jersey that's going to be coming to his house. Congratulations, Mario, again on the Hines Ward wiener. So 2 boxes, 2 headliners. Here in the jerseys, Mike Vick, Earl Campbell. That's what's left in those final 2 boxes. What other breaks are we going to get into, though? Mario goes, ooh, I'm a Broncos fan. Well, I will say this. Yet again, you can only shoot your shot. But I'll say that Sam won a Broncos item. John Sutter won a Broncos item. Maybe shoot your shot. And John Sutter right away goes, you want to trade the Hines Ward? John Sutter was a winner of the Steve Atwater earlier in the show, Steven. So I'm assuming that's where John's already a step ahead of me. He's like, hey, if you want to trade that Hines Ward, I got a Steve Atwater that you might like. Bradley, Don. Hammer, Don. 4th Don. Smack Don. Every Friday night. So what are we getting into next, guys? And is it the next jerseys? With 2 headliners left, let's just close these out. We also still have 6 to go in that diamond double. 6 to go now in the diamond single. I'm guessing it's 2 separate people in the diamond single.
2 separate, yes.
Okay.
It's Marisa and Tom.
So you said Marisa and Dom?
Yeah, Tom.
Tom, thank you. Marisa, Tom, just throwing it out there because there are 3 possibilities of double ups. If you guys do want a chance at those double ups, you can buy a second spot in that single while there's still spots left in the double, and we can move you from 2, then take your 2 singles, make it a double spot. Want to throw it out there. If you want to play the single, you're more than welcome to. But with those double up opportunities, you know, Terrell Davis and Brock Bowers double up. Trevor Lawrence, Dwight Freeney possible double up. Donovan McNabb and CeeDee Lamb possible double up. You know, the power is yours, however you want to play. Dwight Freeney, I'm trying to think. Dwight Freeney never went and like tagged. He did. He did tag on somewhere. So let's see. San Diego, Atlanta, Arizona, Seattle, and Detroit. In your mind, Steven, is there a possibility that Dwight Freeney could be on anything but a Colt lid?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen him on anything but a Colt lid. Bless you.
I don't think it would happen.
Because, like, obviously, the guys out there that have played for several teams, they kind of pick and choose. Like, OBJ, we were talking about on Tuesday with Common and I, because OBJ was a listed headliner in the last jerseys. It's like, what team could he be on? Oh, man, I'd love to see him. We've seen him on the Browns jerseys. But, like, let's be honest, the ones that he signs the most right now would be Dolphin jerseys, Giant jerseys, and Ravens would be the top 3. So Dwight Freeney, I'm saying most likely on a Colt. Donovan McNabb, he played somewhere else in the Eagles, right? I mean, for Donovan McNabb, I will say this. Could be a Syracuse lid. We've seen those before. If it is a Syracuse lid, it's an Eagle hit. So it's still a double up with CeeDee Lamb. But what are the odds Donovan McNabb is on a Washington or Minnesota? If it's on Washington, it's moot. It's an NFC East hit. But he did play 6 games with the Vikings.
Yeah.
If that's on a Viking lid, then it becomes a double up with Brian Urlacher. Not CeeDee Lamb. Odds are, in my head, I'm thinking that Don McNabb is either, we have seen him on Washington, but I'm thinking it's either an Eagle or a Syracuse. That's what I'm kind of thinking in my head.
Either way, it's going to the NFC East. So.
And Mario is saying, I'll trade for Atwater. I do not have in my collection. So, John, there it is. If you guys finalize that in the chat, we can get that done as both items were won on the same show. But obviously, I got to see the confirmation and do all that jazz. So, John saying good, thanks. I will say one more time, guys. If you are going to do that trade, just someone put out, like, I'm trading the Hines Ward. Like, I'm trading this for that. And then the other person says,
So John Sutter
would be getting Hines Ward.
Okay.
I just want clear on the chat. So when I'm asked, I can say, yes, it was clear. But it looks like the Hines Ward will be going to John Sutter and the Steve Atwater will be going to Mario. Yep. And then Mario, if you just want to say, like, I'm good with that or like a thumbs up, just to confirm. I like it right in black and white, Steven. No interpretations. So John says I'm trading Atwater for Ward. If Mario can just confirm that, say yes, thumbs up. I agree to the trade. Any of those work. Brian Urlacher in those diamonds probably on a Bears lid, but we have seen the New Mexico Lobos from time to time. Odds are it's on a Bears authentic. Mike Vick either in the vault or the jersey. What do you think? We'll do jersey because that's the one we've been chasing. Are you thinking Falcon or are you thinking Eagle?
I'm going to guess Eagle.
Okay. That is the last team he played for.
No, it wasn't, but
Thought it was. Did
Pretty
he have
sure.
one after that?
pretty sure he was a Steeler.
You're right. He was a Steeler. No way it's a Steeler.
No, we've never seen that,
That would be a first.
which is kind of why I want to see it.
He was also a Jet.
Yeah, that's true.
No way it's a Jet, though. Have we had him
No,
on the
we've
Jets?
never had him on Jets.
Okay. That would open up divisions if it was. Patrick Mahomes on a Visus. I almost said viscous. So the only helmet left in the photo headliners. There is also Antonio. I'll say this. Antonio Gates, probably on a helmet. Rep authentic. I don't know. Antonio Gates and Patrick Mahomes on the Visus are the only headliner football hits that we got.
All right, the next jersey sold out.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I have that written out.
Yeah.
But yeah, waiting for him to confirm it. Oh, there it is.
Well, that was before the.
Oh, that was. I mean, it's kind of confirmation. So I'll trade for the Atwater.
You know what?
Yeah, I mean,
Put that one through.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna go situate
good.
that now.
Because that's already back there. I'll get this next jersey going. What up, Will? Will says, practice squad Moon still there? Yes, it is. Practice squad has Dwight Freeney Speed Flex, Warren Moon Speed Flex, the Eagles Super Bowl authentic, and the Jahmyr Gibbs authentic. So let's go to this list. I'm going to drop jerseys number 23. The last jerseys is up. So this is either going to be Earl Campbell or Michael Vick. And then the last one, whoever doesn't come out, will be coming out the next one. James, Sam, and Timothy H. and Timothy E. Earl Campbell, Michael Vick in the last two boxes. Timothy says 19, Ricky. I could do that for you, Timothy. So we'll have 19 coming up. So that means 26 will be the last jersey box we do. Let me take you guys over to the randomizer where we will go around 8 times. Let's see what divisions we're landing in. 3 divisions technically up for grabs here. So we got Timothy in the NFC North, Sam in the NFC South, hoping for Mike Vick on a Falcon. We have James in the NFC East, hoping for Mike Vick on an Eagle. We have Timothy H in the AFC NFC West. Timothy H in the AFC North. Samuel in the AFC South, hoping for Earl Campbell. And then Sam in the AFC East and Timothy E in the AFC West. Box 19 coming up. Sebastian CeeDee Lamb is still in the diamonds, my man. CeeDee Lamb still in the diamonds. 19 here in the jerseys. I'll do a full rundown after this jersey break, guys. And how about this? How about a headliner hit? We knew it was there. How about Earl the Squirrel Campbell, baby? Earl Campbell on the Oiler jersey. This one does have a card, not GSA though. PSA on the cert card. This is going to be going to Sam in the AFC South. Earl Campbell on that Oiler jersey, Hall of Fame inscription, bottom of the 4, PSA sticker, top of the 4. Congrats, Sam, on the Earl Campbell headliner hit. So that means last box is Michael Vick in the jerseys. We will have brand new jerseys, I believe, to follow.
What's up?
There's a jersey.
There is not.
There is? Okay, the no jersey. I said I believe. I was wrong. So we won't have a jersey following this. But guess what? Jersey will probably be up tomorrow.
At some point.
That is true. Graphic needs to get made now. So Sam getting Earl the Squirrel Campbell. Love these powder blue Oiler jerseys. Wasn't old enough to watch the Oilers as I think hence why I kind of became a pseudo Titan fan for a while before I picked a team. Because the Oilers moved and became the Tennessee Titans. Houston would eventually get their team back. Just like in the NBA, Seattle's eventually going to get their team back.
Eventually, right? Yeah.
Now, question for you. Do you think basketball fans in Seattle, this goes for everyone, not just Steven, do you think they were happy when the Thunder won or mad when the Thunder won? Like, are they
Probably
still
not.
holding,
Probably,
like...
I'm not sure. I don't.
If you lived in Seattle, would you still be holding on, like, resentful feelings this many years later?
Probably not, but I'm sure some are.
Some definitely are.
Yeah, some definitely are.
I would. And
You heard it from Ricky's mouth himself.
I only say that not because, like, I'm like, oh, man, it was terrible that they moved. No. I'm a grudge holder.
Straight up, I hold grudges.
Me and my family, we hold grudges. That's all we do.
You heard the gentleman.
And we hold them for longer than most people be like, Ricky, it's been 20 years. I don't care. When I was 15 years old, he did me wrong.
God rest your soul.
It does create a little bit more added stress, but
I'm sure it does.
it's good stress, right? There's
No,
good stress.
There is, but not that.
There's good stress.
There's good stress, but not when you create it yourself. That's really the thing.
Will saying Earl was a beast. Will says, yes, we do.
He said we.
They still hold the grudge. So Mike Vick, the last headline. Actually, I'm just going to put it here. This box right here, guys, I can tell you for sure Michael Vick is in this box. Are we going to break it? Are we going to break it? I also said, after that jersey break, that I would do a top to bottom rundown. So let's do that. And the diamonds, here's what we got left in the diamonds. 23 boxes, 9 headliners. George Kittle. We got Derrick Henry on the flex. Terrell Davis, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence, Brock Bowers on a speed flex, Brian Urlacher, Donovan McNabb, and Dwight Freeney. Only videoed helmet we have left is this beautiful Brock Bowers, chrome, black to silver. Beautiful visor on this bad boy. Going to be the best tight end in the league. Book it. It's just going to take him maybe one more season. In the 1 and 4, we're down to 17 boxes, 11 headliners. How about Adrenaline in My Soul? Cody Rhodes in the 1 and 4. On the weight belt, the American Nightmare weight belt, the lifting belt. Cody Rhodes, this is the one that before the matches, he would take it off. He'd give it to a kid sitting ringside. The Rock beat him with it when he was in Chicago and made Cody bleed his own blood. Cody Rhodes here in the 1 and 4. We got Mark Messier, New York Ranger, Stanley Cup champion on the licensed jersey. How about an NBA champion? How about Kevin Garnett on the licensed jersey? How about an NFL champion? So we just went from a WWE champion to a NHL Stanley Cup champion to an NBA Finals champion to now a Super Bowl champion and Patrick Mahomes on the Vices helmet. Champion on champion on champion here in the 1 and 4. How about we take that, Steven, and go to 2 World Series champions in Kyle Tucker and Manny Ramirez, both on baseball bats. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna kind of keep this going. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was not alive to watch Julius Erving, NBA champion.
Yeah, he won the title.
So NBA champion Julius Erving still
I'm
there.
fairly certain he
I
won.
know Antonio Gates never won a title because the Chargers never won one in my lifetime.
I'm pretty sure he won it in '83 with the Sixers. Yeah, 1983 NBA champ. Yep.
So another champion.
16-time All-Star.
Antonio Gates, our first non-champion in this room.
Yeah, that's Black
Or in
Moses you're
this.
talking about.
By the way, Dansby Swanson, World Series champion. He was with the
Sure.
Braves. Allen Iverson, not
Nope.
NBA. They
Nope.
lost to the Lakers. Was that the one they
Yep,
went to?
that was the one he went to. Yep.
Almost an NBA champion. And Shane Doan, I don't think that, I know the Coyotes never won, but I don't know if he won with another team. That's what I'm going to check real quick. And he is not. So out of the 11 1 and 4 final or headliners left, Steven, 2 of them, Antonio Gates, 3 of them. Antonio Gates, Shane Doan, Allen Iverson, the only non-champions. Every other one, Dansby Swanson, Julius Erving, Manny Ramirez, Kyle Tucker, Patrick Mahomes, Kevin Garnett, Mark Messier, and Cody Rhodes have all held gold in their respective sport. And who said it? Who said it? Sebastian said it. Sheesh. 1 and 4 loaded. And it's also the chase. How about the vault? The vault, we're down to 11 boxes left, 3 headliners, 3 vault keys, $200, $100, and $100. So $400 total dollars sitting there in vault keys. How about 3 headliners? We got Bo Nix, Edgerrin James Speedflex, Mike Vick in the listed headliner section. Pair that with the vault keys. That is a 6 and 11 chance of getting a headliner or some free UA bucks here in the break room. We also have the practice squad in the room, 14 boxes, 4 headliners. We got Dwight Freeney Speedflex, Warren Moon Speedflex, Eagles Super Bowl Authentic, Jahmyr Gibbs Authentic. Couple things with this. I know 4 and 14 is not the best ratio, but look at right here. $48 for a spot in the single. You're telling me that there's a chance to spend, now of course you got to land in the right division, but there is a chance you get 1 spot in the single. And if you get that 1 spot in the single, you land in the right division, you could win a speed flex to Dwight Freeney or Warren Moon. Come on. Who's going to give you that good of a value? Under $50 chance to win a speed flex. And that Dwight Freeney is sick. I love the black background Colts lids. Usually we see AR on that lid. Now we're seeing Dwight Freeney. That thing looks awesome. How about the minis? Minis were down to 26 with 11 headliners left. Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Bo Nix, Jamar Chase. Steven brought up a great point earlier. If you're a AFC North fan, but you like Jamar Chase, guess what? You don't have to worry about him being on a Bengal helmet because he's on an NFL helmet here. So you can have Jamar Chase. but he's not on that pesky Bengals helmet. So you got Nico Collins, you got Sterling Sharp on the Hall of Fame lid. How about Aaron Donald, Lawrence Taylor, and then Frank Gore, Robert Mathis, and Rodney Harrison in the listed section. Then when it comes to the jerseys, we got one left. We know it's Mike Vick. Mike Vick, the last jersey in our play action jersey series. He's the last one. Let's find out if he's on an Eagle or on a Falcon. But that is everything that we have in the room right now. Where are we going to do? What are we going to play? Robert Pratch also saying, talking about Culpepper Rave Rep has a JJ McCarthy Authentic. Says those are up for if anyone, if they want them. I say the diamonds in the 1 and 4. We have done a lot of jerseys, Steven. It is time. As Bruce Buffer would say, Bruce Buffer would say, it's time. It's time to do some diamonds. It's time to do some 1 and 4s. I will say, you got less than an hour to get it on that 1 and 4 at 9 o'clock. If there's no 1 and 4s done by 9 o'clock, the chase goes bye-bye, sayonara until tomorrow. Because that's when our next show is, Steven, 9 a.m. So what are we feeling out there? What are we going to do? 5 to go now in that diamond double. So we've gotten some movement on the diamond double. 3 double-ups available in that diamond double. So diamond double box, 5 spots left. Going to put that link out there for you guys. Wide open in the 1 and 4, 6 to go in the diamond single, 7 to go in the vault double, 3 to go in our next mini break. And we're wide open in the jerseys. Wide open in the jerseys. Nobody wants Mike Vick. Mike Vick, our last headliner out there. I'm assuming the Tigers are still covering.
It was 3-0 in the
Cubs lost today.
Yep.
2-0.
Classic. We don't have enough.
Tigers are up 3-0, 2 on, bottom 7 with 2 outs.
Oh, there's 3 outs now.
You're like, well, let me just update that one for you, Ricky.
Let's not get our hopes up now.
Cubs, we got Kyle Tucker and Dansby Swanson in the room. Cubs
Yes,
get an
sir.
off day tomorrow, Steven.
Much needed.
As we are going to play so this last series against the Astros, I'm kind of upset with.
Okay.
The Astros hitters not really playing well right now.
They're playing well at home.
Yeah, well,
team
I mean,
is,
like,
yeah.
so, like, if you looked at their last series against the Phillies, and I did because I cashed on them every single the under hit, and it was like 2-1, 2-0, 2-1. Like, they were hitting alt line levels of like low scoring. Their pitching has just been insane, though.
Yeah, the pitching's been obnoxious.
Also, Cade Horton, I didn't
He's young.
I didn't expect that.
He's young. I mean, he's gonna get tattooed every once in a while.
I will say, Cubs play the Guardians, which I do say Guardians aren't playing their best, but is this going to turn into AL team smacks NL team?
I mean, the problem is the Guardians are good and the Cubs struggle. They're not struggle. They don't struggle, but they're 500 against good teams, which is, we want to have a better record against good teams.
But Dansby Swanson, Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker going to be in that All-Star game for sure. Dansby should as well, I think.
He won't be.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
I mean, he's not going to win the fan vote, I don't think. Fan vote, I think, ends tonight or ends
for
tomorrow.
phase 2. Well, PCA was leading last time we saw.
See how many Cubs are going to get a start. Because I love how it just shows you right on the is the voting gone?
No more votes.
Oh. You got to type in vote. Yeah. So the ballot's done. It says vote for starters. Oh, it says vote for starters until July 7th or June. Yeah, it says voting will begin June 30th, but we were voting.
This for phase
second
2. For phase 2.
I just wanted to look because they were telling you for a while, like, hey, this guy's number 1, this guy's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Rose goes, I'd take that, Mike Vick. Buy out the jersey break or get a spot in the break. I still don't know if it's on an Eagle or a Falcon because it is listed. So what are we going to get into, guys? Where are we going to go? 4 to go now in those jerseys. 3 to go in the minis. 7 to go in the vault double. 6 to go in the diamond single. 4 to go in all of the 1 and 4s. And 5 to go in the diamond double. Things are moving. They were moving fast and furious for a while, Steven, when he got in that jersey chase.
Right. 5 more spots left in the jerseys. They are going to come back.
You said 5 more spots?
Yeah, 5 more spots.
Website says 4 spots.
Well, someone just ordered right now, so.
Okay. Sometimes that happens. I know this side quicker than that side. Shopify things. Bradley beat up saying someone in my Dynasty League startup just drafted Henry. It's a joke, right? Drafting Henry Ruggs. Is he still in jail or did he get released?
He got released to go talk.
Okay. Did he ever see jail time for that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right, we have a mini.
Ooh, the mini.
The minis.
This will bring us to 24 mini. Mini, mini. Mini, mini. Mini, mini. Mini number 3. Ooh. So 4 to go in the jerseys. It'll be our last jersey. Tomorrow they'll be back at some point, though. Can't tell you exactly when. Mainly because, Steven, I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you. If there was one made, we'd drop them tonight.
All right. It's good to go for you.
Thank you. So waiting on 2 numbers. I got Mario, David, Mike, Timothy, and Tim Millard. Numbers down below. They're right below Steven right now. Point down below, Steven. Yeah, perfect. Right there. Look at you. Didn't you have to look to see her there? You just put it right in the right spot. That's how good you are. Now they're right below me right here, mini numbers. We need 2. Minis are a double box break. Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Bo Nix, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Sterling Sharp, Aaron Donald, Lawrence Taylor, Frank Gore, Robert Mathis, and Rodney Harrison still on the board, able to come out in this break. So 2 numbers or the wheel. After a little bit, I will just automatically go to that wheel. And Tim says 8. So we'll do 8 if it's on the ticker. One more number here in the minis. Otherwise, I can go to the wheel. 8 is on the ticker. So Dave's saying 21, 23. Dave, since we already had 8, give me which one you want, 21 or 23. As both are on the ticker. So just let me know, Dave, which one out of those 2 you would like. Dave is Dave Canopy. some reason my leg has started to itch, Steven. Like
Please?
my shin bone.
Like my shin bone.
And he says 21. We could do 21. So 8 and 21 coming on up. And now the numbers are flying as Tim throws out 2 more. So we got our 8 and 21, one called by Tim, one called by Dave. Let's go to the randomizer, see what divisions we are going to end up in 8 times around. So we got Tim Millard in the NFC North, David in the NFC South, Timothy E in the NFC East, Mike in the NFC West, Tim Millard in the AFC North, Mario in the AFC South, Tim Millard AFC East, and David AFC West. Good luck to everyone in the break. Let's see what we're looking at. Box 8 to start. Box number 8. Will it be great? Ooh, well, how about Timothy E? Did he get enough NFC East in his last mini break? As how about Timothy Edgett going to win another Eagle? How about Eric Allen this time? Hall of Fame inscription on the Black Eagle mini. He now adds the Eric Allen, which JSA cert guys, and this is what I'm talking about. These are the new JSA certs. Just the sticker. It's got the QR code there. No more card inside for JSA. But Timothy Edgett, his 3rd mini win of the show. Emmitt Smith, Brandon Graham, and now Eric Allen. Congratulations, Timothy, on the mini win. It has been all Timothy in the minis tonight. He's trying to earn the nickname, Steven, King of the Minis.
Mm. All right, we're 3 outs to go.
Big deep breath. I believe.
Not a big slate tomorrow for baseball.
No. For a lot of teams, it's like Mondays are like their off day.
Right?
Like the Cubs, I think it was like all this month was like Monday was our off day.
Last month it was Thursday.
Yeah. My friend was like, dude, what's up with no games on Thursday? I'm like, I don't know. I like as a baseball gambler having that day of like, okay, I could rest for a day and not have to look at stuff. But then you're like, man, I'm not making money. Ooh, well, Steven, how about another win for Tim, but this time Tim Millard with the win. How about hold up, wait a minute. Oh, here it is. How about Rodney Harrison on the Patriot clean slate listed headliner win going to Tim Millard in the AFC East. So Tim Millard getting Rodney Harrison on the Patriot mini. Beckett Cert on the back. Timothy and Tim getting the wins here. So far we've done 4 mini boxes, Steven. A Tim has won every box.
Yeah.
Rodney had a song. Congratulations, Mr. Millard. It's another headliner mini. Second one during the show taken down. So that means 10 headliners left. 10 headliners left in the minis. Four to go in those jerseys, guys. 7 to go in the vault double, 6 to go in the diamond single, 7 to go in the practice squad double, 5 to go in the diamond double as well. So you guys tell us, where do you want to go? Closest break to happening is the jerseys. 1 box left. We know it's Michael Vick. 1 box left. We know it's Michael Vick in that box. Diamonds have George Kittle, Derrick Henry, Terrell Davis, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence, Brock Bowers on the flex. Actually, I'll just show it off. Why not show it off? What?
Well, did you hear about Malik Beasley?
No,
So he's being investigated for gambling.
like Jonte Porter.
Yeah. And there's this clip of him. It says Malik Beasley goes coast to coast with no time left to cut the lead from 9-7, and Timberwolves cover 8 plus 8.5. He scored 7 in the last minute of the game. And you just see him like trying. When usually your team just kind of like walks it out.
I thought it was going to be like because like, wasn't Jonte like?
Well, Jonte was because he wasn't playing.
He was betting his unders because he wasn't playing.
Exactly.
It wasn't like he wasn't trying.
Yeah, exactly. He just
He just
Malik was trying to win.
He just knew. Okay, I'm gonna get this many. I'm gonna get this many minutes tonight, which means I'm probably gonna get up this many shots. Realistically, am I gonna make them? No.
Nah.
So why not bet the under?
Exactly. I see his thought process.
1 and 4, Cody Rhodes, Mark Messier, Kevin Garnett, Patrick Mahomes on the Vices, Kyle Tucker, Manny Ramirez, and then Julius Erving, Antonio Gates, Dansby Swanson, Allen Iverson, and Shane Doan left in this 1 and 4. Surprised we haven't gotten any movement on it.
I know. Not a spot has been ordered.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Steven,
That Troy Aikman. You sold him on that Troy Aikman.
Have we become that spoiled that Patrick Mahomes is not even chase-worthy?
I don't know if that's the case.
I'm saying we, because I'm putting you and me in it too, because we love. I don't know about you, Steven. I love when Patrick Mahomes is in the break room.
Right.
Whenever there's a chance to pull a Patty Mahomes out of a box, I get a little giddy. For a while, that's the main reason why I liked working with Chinmay. Because we knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be coming out. In the vault, down to 11 boxes, 3 headliners, Bo Nix, Edgerrin James, Michael Vick. We also got 3 vault keys, $200, $100, and $100 left. Practice squad has 2 speed flexes left. How about Dwight Freeney, Warren Moon with also 2 authentics, the Eagles Super Bowl lid, and Jahmyr Gibbs. 14 boxes, 4 headliners left in the practice squad. Minis were now down to 24 boxes. Sean Alexander, Ray Lewis, Bo Nix, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Sterling Sharp, Aaron Donald, Lawrence Taylor, Frank Gore, and Robert Mathis left in the minis. With the jerseys, all photos are gone, but Mike Vick is the last box. Listed headliner Michael Vick left in the jerseys. So where are we going to go, guys? Where are we going to go? $8.29. You want to know what that probably was? Bird hitting the window behind us.
Does that happen?
Yeah.
They just.
Well, they can't see.
Yeah, clearly.
Especially clean windows.
Yeah, man.
Birds will fly right into them. Just those. I don't know if the mics picked it up. There's a big thud, and behind these walls are windows. Obviously, couldn't have a window behind us, Steven.
Whoever was acting nailed it.
Something flew into it. Could have been a bat. There are bats around.
True.
Just heard it fly right into the just dong.
You never know.
Moopsy production saying checked my email and saw a free break. I was like, oh yeah. Well, that's part of the SIG Club. You can go ahead and use that code to get in. Hope you use it wisely. The jerseys are the closest. Still 4 to go here. And now it's sold out.
That was quick.
Just a little quick refresh and boop. And it's gone. Well, I'll tell you this. I know what's inside. It's Michael Vick. The last and final jersey break, jersey 24. So, all right, in this break, I've got Juan, Timothy, Sam, Ricky Johns buying out the final 4 spots. Here's what I'm going to do, Steven. We know it's Michael Vick. Instead of randomizing and 6 spots being like, oh, well, I didn't win, we're going to do this. We're going to open it up, show it off, then I'm going to randomize, and we'll see who wins. Only because we know who's inside. Well, Steven, how about a Falcon jersey?
Okay.
So, what are we randomizing for, guys? We're going to be randomizing for Michael Vick on the jersey I was hoping he was on, because whenever I think Michael Vick, I think of this jersey. So, the division you're going to want to end in is the NFC South, Beckett Cert. That is number 2 on the randomizer. So I'm going to take this list. We're going to go around 8 times. And we're going to see who's going to win the Michael Vick. So number 2 is what you're going to want, the NFC South. Good luck to everybody. So halfway there, Steven, Sam is sitting there. After 1 away, right now it sits with Timothy Harmon. One more click. Is he going to stay or is he going to go, Steven?
We'll see.
How about this? How about this? Little bit of the, to me, the most popular Magic in the room. How about closer Magic? Ricky Johns getting the win, ending in the NFC South. He bought the final 4 spots. And just like that, bada bing, bada boom. Ricky Johns, congratulations on your Michael Vick Falcons jersey. And that is going to do it for the jerseys.
Yep.
Your hair, is that Tony Gwynn?
That is Tony Gwynn.
Okay. Every time I look at it, for some reason, when I look quickly, it looks like the state of Michigan.
No, it's
And
not.
then I'm like, it's not a state of Michigan hat.
I would never.
Least favorite state?
No.
No. Like, what is your least favorite state? Do you have one?
No, I don't think I visited yet if I have.
State you think gets a bad rap? Congratulations, Ricky Johns. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's how you do it. That's how the closer magic works. And he had 4 spots in the break. So Mike Vick coming out here. We will have new jerseys eventually, guys. What's probably going to happen is, I'll be completely honest, production's probably going to put them together tomorrow. They'll do all the work they need to do to photo the headliners, and then basically it'll be whenever the graphic is made. I'm assuming at the earliest, jersey they cashed.
Cash. Cool.
So at the earliest, I'm assuming. I hope I'm wrong, but at the earliest, 3 p.m. show will probably be when we see our next jerseys. At the latest, 6 p.m. show. I would not expect jerseys for the 9 and noon show tomorrow. My guess would be, like I said, 3 p.m. the earliest, 6 p.m. the latest for our next jerseys tomorrow. And Moopsy, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming that's Juan. Said I already have a signed Michael Vick mini helmet. So not mad, but it was free. Hey, if it's free, why not take a shot, right? Take a shot in the dark. It's free. It's like a bonus bet, Steven.
Yeah, absolutely.
I see you with your life-changing lays.
It's what I do. It's
You're
what you
like,
gotta do.
you're going to give me 10 free dollars?
Yes.
Why would I put that
Yeah.
on a plus 100, get myself $10? If you're going to give me free money, let me go for the thousands. How about that guy, by the way, who had the futures bet? Could have cashed out after game, what was it, game 5?
Right.
With the Oilers. Could have cashed out, said $10, I'm turning it into $40K. But no, got greedy, thought the Oilers were going to come back, and they did not. And he had the Thunder still. The Thunder would have cashed for him. And he's like, yep, that is Juan. I had an idea that was you, Juan. Juan Garza. You know what the last name Garza makes me think of?
Matt Garza?
Matt Garza. You got a good eye, Steven. Do you think Matt Garza was good? Or are we talking Rays? Was he better with the Rays?
He's better with the Rays, but I forgot who he brought someone over for us. Was it I think it was Kyle Hendricks.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. So he played a role.
Well, it's like at least like when even though I hated when like the main core of that World Series team was traded, Javi Baez did his job though. He got his PCA.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Kyle Tucker, Dansby Swanson, Cubs in the room. Manny Ramirez as well in that 1-4 for my baseball fans out there. Let's see. Cubs brought in Matt Garza in an eight player. The Cubs sent Sam Flood and prospects Chris Archer, Hak-Ju Lee, Brandon Geyer, and Robinson Chirinos to the Rays for Garza, Fernando Perez, and minor league left-handed pitcher Zach Roscup.
Yeah. Zach Roscup.
I remember Chris Archer was with us. Robinson Chirinos was with us? And Brandon Geyer was with us? Didn't we play against him in the World Series? Yeah, he was an Indian in 2016. So what else are we going to do, guys? Diamonds, 5 to go, pardon me, in that double. That, I think, is the closest break. The diamond double is the closest at 5 to go. Names like George Kittle, Derrick Henry, Speed Flex, Terrell Davis, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence, Brock Bowers on the Speed Flex, Brian Urlacher, and Donovan McNabb with Dan Dwight Freeney in the listed. 3 double-up opportunities out there. Either Terrell Davis, Brock Bowers, Trevor Lawrence, Dwight Freeney, or possibly CeeDee Lamb and Donovan McNabb. I will say this, Steven. I'm thinking to myself, because let's be completely honest, all night, the jerseys have been our hot break.
Yeah.
Besides the jerseys, The diamonds, I've been saying 6 all night in the double. Finally, I get to say 5. 1 and 4 hasn't gotten a spot bought into it all night. The minis have been the only other break that's moving. Steven, I might say this. It is 3:34 right now. If I don't see some movement, I may be, I'm throwing it out there to warn you guys, I may be reevaluating things at 8:50. Because we got to get some breaks going on, guys.
Yeah.
I know Steven and I, more Steven than me, are really good at sitting around and looking pretty, but it's not what I like to do here. I like to open boxes, Steven.
Agreed.
So which breaks are we going to get into? One and 4, absolutely loaded. Cody Rhodes, Mark Messier, Kevin Garnett, Patrick Mahomes on a Visus. On a Visus, Steven, not a Victus, a Visus. Kyle Tucker, Manny Ramirez. Like, right now, I am baffled. I am dumbfounded. I am... Did I say befuddled? I think I did. How this 1 and 4 has not... How we haven't done one yet with Patrick Mahomes in the room.
Right.
Now, I am biased. I know, Steven, as well as anyone, that wrestling is an acquired taste.
Mm-hmm.
That if there's someone like me out there, they're looking at that Cody Rhodes going, whoa, Cody Rhodes? All right, my ears are perked. There are some people who are hockey fans that are like, ooh, Mark Messier? Cool. But Patrick Mahomes is the king of kings. He's the Triple H here in the break room, guys. The king of kings. Him and Brady are 1-2. They're the Rock Stone Cold. That we have a Patrick Mahomes Vices, which is probably the best Mahomes lid that you'll want. That is available.
Right.
And we have got no movement.
Mm-hmm.
No
Crazy.
movement whatsoever. Wow. Patrick bleepin' Mahomes. Cody Rhodes, Mark Messier, Kevin Garnett, Patrick Mahomes, Kyle Tucker, Manny Ramirez, Dansby Swanson, Allen Iverson, Shane Doan, Julius Erving, and Antonio Gates.
All right, we got a personal from Bob Hoban or Oban. No, it's for the college reps.
Ooh. So Bob, if you're out there, give me. Ooh. Now, Steven, I'm going to ask you, do you know where we're keeping those numbers? Because the ones in our Slack, I believe, are the huddle.
I think they're up there somewhere, too.
Because they're not on the ticker.
I would just say pitch out a number.
Yeah, Bob, give me a number. Give me a number 1 to, what is it, 1 to 30, though? It's a 1 to 30. 1 to 30. If it's more than 30, Steven will come back. My apologies, Steven.
No, I mean, it's fine. It's no big deal.
So, Bob, if you're out there, we could do your personal, Bob Hoban. Just shoot us a number, and we'll go get that and open it up. It'll be our first lid of the night. We've been doing all jerseys tonight. We closed out the 10 jerseys that we had. I mean, once we got to 6 boxes, 6 headliners, I had a feeling that those jerseys were going to go. So, Bob, if you're out there, shoot me a number, 1 to 30. Otherwise, if Bob doesn't shoot out a number, we just go see what's it out of, and then I can just spin the wheel for Bob.
Right.
We'll do Bob. We'll do Bob's personal tonight. We won't get off without doing it. So Bob, if you're out there, call for a number. $25 people watching. What are you guys thinking about getting in? What do you guys want? The Diamonds still have mucho headliners left. They have 1 and 4, by the way, an 11 and 17 chance at a headliner. And there's a Patrick Mahomes still available. I cannot repeat that enough. Patrick Mahomes still in the break room.
What's the move, ladies and gentlemen? What's the move?
What is the move? And Bob, throw out that number. Bob.
I think we're, what is it, 5 to go on the diamond single now as well?
Said 5 to go?
5 to go, yeah.
Well, 5 to go.
You know
Eric
what,
responding to Robert.
I'm going to go,
Just see.
what's happening?
Yeah, that's just Eric responding to Robert by email.
I'm going to go,
See
actually,
how
I'm going to go
many-
get the numbers for the college reps.
Cool.
Just in case, if
Works
someone
for me.
closes something out.
If I'll say this, if Bob doesn't call a number by the time you get back, we'll just spin the wheel for Bob.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm. So Bob can throw out a number. Bob Boulay. Hint for Matt and the guys who purchase inventory. If you ever get another Messier Rangers jersey, get a white jersey. When Messier won the cup with the Rangers in '94, the home jerseys for the NHL were the white jerseys. Today, the white jerseys are the away jerseys. I had a feeling, I didn't know for sure, Bob. When it comes to Rangers, I default to you, expert all Rangers. I had a feeling they were, I see a lot of clips from like the old Rangers teams, and they're always wearing white.
The motion light's not motioning for me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, can't see
Well,
back
the
there.
one by the boxes has the switch.
Okay.
It's by the bathrooms, but like you got to reach under the shelf.
Okay.
So Bob Hoban, I'll put a message out there in case Bob is not. Just in case Bob's got us on mute. But Bob Boulay, I'll let Matt and purchasing know. I wonder how many of the licensed are actually white. Or if they have him just sign all blue at the events. So 5 to go on the diamond double and diamond single. Those are our 2 closest breaks. Diamond double and diamond single. Both are 5 to go, guys. George Kittle, Derrick Henry flex, Terrell Davis, CeeDee Lamb, Trevor Lawrence, Brock Bowers flex, Brian Urlacher, Donovan McNabb, and Dwight Farina. Mitchell and Ness makes, okay. Mitchell and Ness 94 Rangers jerseys. I just wonder, yet again, at the events we get a lot of these from, what jerseys, if we buy the jerseys or the event and they just have them sign them, but I could pass that along, Bob. So for Bob Hoban, we're going to go to the wheel. Where's my mouse? It's at 30. Yep. All right, so Bob, for your personal, we're going to spin the wheel. What up, Charles Nelson? So the wheel wants 27. So we do have 27. So Bob will be opening up 27 for you. Bob Hoban, thank you for buying a college rep personnel. How are we doing tonight, Charles Nelson? Hope tonight's going well. For some reason, the leg, front of the leg where the shin is, keeps itching. So we'll get that box 27 for you, Bob. Bob Hoban, college rep personal, coming on up. Diamonds are our closest break. 5 to go in each, the diamond double and the diamond single. There's Marisa. Marisa, how we doing? Haven't been watching much. If that is the one with the diamond single, it is 5 to go, Marisa. But I can have Steven look up that exact order for you in a second. Marisa just has a order number. She's wondering if that break happened. I'm assuming it's a diamond single, but diamond single has not happened yet. So, Bob, let's see what college rep you're gonna get here. First full-size helmet of the show. Ooh, okay. How about a unique helmet that I really like when we pull it out, Steven? Mainly because we don't see this college much. How about ECU, the Pirates? And on the other side, how about CJ2K?
Nice.
The East Carolina University Pirates. The white replicate going to Bob Hoban.
And also for Marisa, that break happened during the 3 o'clock show. It was the first one. Did take an hour to get into the show. And James Hamlin won a Darren Sproles jersey.
So that did happen.
Yes.
She says it was a jersey. So Bob Hoban getting Chris Johnson. I'll leave it out. It's our first full size. Deborah saying, that's awesome. And truly, I love these lids. We don't see ECU a lot, mainly because we don't have a lot of players from ECU coming through. But whenever we do have Chris Johnson on the college, it's always the ECU Pirates, because that's where he went. Now, college football comes out July 7th. We gonna get it?
I'm not.
I know with you, you're a busy man now.
Yeah, I don't have time.
Father of two now.
I do not have time.
I'll ask you this then: if you did, what school would you be would be the dynasty? Would it be, if de facto, Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Run it back, win another UA
I have to absolutely
championship?
win them a national title. It's what I do.
That's the question. Are the people like here that got it, are we going to do another dynasty? That's the question.
I mean, I won't. I'm not available.
Hey, man, new champion then.
Yeah.
The defending champion won't be there too.
And I can go on the fact that I was never beaten.
You were never beat.
Dom beat me twice, but then I absolutely got my revenge.
Dom's good, man.
Yeah, Dom was annoying.
I'll be honest. The Rutgers quarterback was fast.
Yeah, he was mobile. But the running back was an issue.
Hey, man, I knew with Illinois I was choosing a challenge. I knew that, hey, we probably weren't going to win. And the reason why we quit, actually, was because you guys are scared that I got the #1 overall recruit in the country.
I don't think that's why. I was going to happily beat you.
I
was not worried about
in
it.
the country, NFL bound. Which it did shock me that the game was like, oh, yeah, the #1 recruit for the entire country comes from Chicago Heights, Illinois. It's like, that never happens. Usually the #1 recruit comes from, like, Texas or Florida.
Right.
Or if it's a quarterback, California. So what else are we going to get to, guys? 8:51. I'm going to give you guys 9 more minutes. I'm giving you guys until 9 o'clock on the button, guys. If we're not breaking in the next 9, Steven and I are going to be getting off right at 9 o'clock. But those diamonds are 5 to go in both the double and the single, guys. 4 to go now. Pardon me, 4 to go now in the diamond double. So that's the best bet to keep us breaking. I know the 1 and 4 is also 4 to go, but that's because there's only 4 spots. So to keep us on, you got to keep us breaking. Charles, I have zero idea where everyone is. But what I do know, Steven, is that there are 29 people watching. With 29 watching, we don't got to ask where people are because there's people watching.
Yeah, we're 3 to go now on that.
3 to go.
No reason this can't get done.
Diamond double with 3 double-up chances. The AFC West with Terrell Davis, Brock Bowers. NFC East, Donovan McNabb, CeeDee Lamb. And the AFC South, Dwight Freeney and Trevor Lawrence. Now down to 7 minutes. If we're not breaking in 7, Steven and I are signing off. And I'll be sad. I'll be sad because I'm not here till Tuesday. You at least get to come back tomorrow, Steve.
Yeah.
You get to come back tomorrow, see these guys at noon. I don't get to come back until Tuesday at 6. A lot's going to change.
A lot will change in the room, no doubt about that.
Going to be no more Vault in the room by Tuesday. Potentially no Diamond. Patty might not be here.
Well, Bob's going again.
With another personal?
Yeah.
So, Bob, if you're out there,
I'm guessing he was cool with how the wheel went.
Bob, you could also say wheel if you want us just to spin the wheel.
Who was that came out for that?
Chris Johnson.
Replica, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob, for buying another personal. We'll do that personal. I'll also then put away CJ because he's not a headliner. Since I know we're opening another box. So I'll give this. If Bob doesn't give me a number by 8:57, I'll spin the wheel. Give him 2 minutes. That's enough for a delay. So the hell of enough time. They'll basically have about minute 20 then to give me a number. 8:57, I'll spin the wheel for Bob if he hasn't given me a number. You know what I'm going to do, Steven?
Yeah, what's that?
I'm going to test something out. Going to try to make your life easier over there. Let's see. Let's see, you said 1 to 12, 14, 16, 17, 19, 20.
Den says, I loved when you guys did that all replica helmet break. Well, be on the lookout. I'm sure one will come back eventually.
So let's see if I save as.
All right. The diamond double is closed.
So we'll do that diamond double first, then I'll spin the wheel for Bob. Cool. So let's get that diamond double going, guys. Thanks for closing it out. Jerseys are done, so that can go there. Actually, it's 57. I'm just going to spin for Bob.
Okay, so I gotta go get it.
So then while we're doing the diamond double, you can. So, Bob, this is for your break. So for the personal, we'll do it after the diamond double. Wheel wants 24, which we have.
You said 24?
Yep.
All right. And then, am I good to get rid of
And
this then? Or keep this?
For what? Oh, you can get rid. So what I did was I just created another word pad.
Okay.
So we could just pull it up over here.
Sounds good.
That way you don't have to keep getting up, erasing it. Like,
Sorry, I have to travel a great distance.
I mean, hey, if the host is doing the ticker for every other series, why not have it where the host can take off the...
All right, there you go. That is ready for you.
Thank you. How about a diamond double, folks? Diamond double box number 2. Drop them boxes. I got Billy. I got Tim. I got Sam. I got Marisa, Sebastian, Eric, and Christopher, the Great Leon, closing it out. 2 numbers is what I need, folks. 2 numbers in the diamond.
What was the number? 24, you said?
24. 2-4. So 2 numbers is all I need. Tim says 13. So 13 is good. AJ, this is live breaks, baby. AJ Hutchinson. So AJ, I'm going to put in the live break page for you. If you want to check out the live break page, we do live autographed full size and minis and jerseys, autographed memorabilia, live breaks, and then Eric says 30. 30. So AJ, there's the live break page you could look at. This is the best example, though. We're literally about to do a break. So we have a ton of breaks, 8-spot breaks and everything but the 1 and 4. 1 and 4 has 4-spot breaks. Literally, this is how it works, AJ, is I call for box numbers. People who are in the break, who are right here, call the numbers. And then I'm going to randomize the list. Today it's 8. We're going to open these boxes, see who wins. So this is a perfect example of how a break works. Thank you. And then 24 is for that personal. So let's go to the randomizer. 8 times around. Also, AJ, who are we a fan of? For a second when I saw your name, AJ, I was like, is that Aiden Hutchinson? In our break room? Well, how about Eric in the NFC North looking for Brian Urlacher? Billy in the NFC South hoping for a little bit of... Ooh, who's in the NFC South? No headliners in the NFC South, but there is a helmet out there. Christopher Leon in the NFC East hoping for McNabb and or CeeDee Lamb. He's also in our NFC West hoping for George Kittle. Tim Harmon hoping for, in the AFC North, Derrick Henry. We've got Sam in the AFC South hoping for a little bit of Trevor Lawrence and potentially Dwight Freeney. Sebastian in the AFC East hoping for a bonus banger. And then Marisa Dambi hoping for the grand double up of them all. The Terrell Davis and the Brock Bowers. So Fernando Villa, how do I get in the break to try for the Brock Bowers? So I'm going to copy that link again. Fernando, the link I'm putting in is our live break page. Very, very quickly. Actually, I read that off and yeah, it copied over. At first, I didn't think they did. So very quickly, I'm going to show this off, guys. So for the Brock Bowers, you're going to want to get into any of the breaks that say diamond. So we have a double, which is 2 boxes like we're doing now, a quad, which will open up 4 boxes, and then the single, which is 1. You're going to want to get into those ones that say diamond for the Brock Bowers. So let's go ahead and break. Brock could be coming out here, though, I will say. So box Number 13 is first. This one was called out by Tim. Good luck to everyone involved, and congratulations to our winner or winners. Diamond is all authentics or better. Our best helmets in the room. Well, how about this? How about the great Leon getting a win? How about Christopher Leon with the Phil Simms old school? I call them the Bill Parcells giant lids. The old school giant lids. Beckett cert on the back. Phil Simms auto here. Everything we get is certified. So, congratulations, Christopher Leon. Full-size authentic. Here in the Diamonds, walking away with Phil Simms. Philly boy. So Phil Simms authentic going to Christopher Leon. We don't just call them the best breaks in the room for nothing. Phil Simms. Put Philly boy away because he's not a headliner. If I didn't have another box to open, I would keep you out, Phil, but love those old school giant lids. Or as like I said, I call them the Bill Parcells lid.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, Christopher, on the first win. How about box 30? This one called out by Eric. What's going to be in box 13? How about this? How about this? These bags usually mean one of two things. Oh, Steven, it's got to be a good hit. You want to know why?
What, you can't pull it?
I got to hit the gym. Ooh. Well. I think we have a new nickname in order, Steven. Because how about the queen of the break room?
Ooh,
Fernando asked about it. Hey, how do I get that Brock Bowers? Well, and it's gone. Brock Bowers coming out. Look at this beautiful chrome speed flex. Look at that. How it's not even like a silver. It's like a white here on the back. Steven, I think this is the first lid where I can clearly see Steven wave. They can see you? That is like a perfect image of our break room there. But congratulations. I think we need... Now, when I started over a year ago, I can't remember who it was. There was a queen of the break room. But I think Marissa Dombey might be trying to take that crown away because all she does is win. And she's getting Brock Bowers right here. Look at that beautiful auto. She says, awesome. WB, was it WBFH? Yeah, WBFH. That is Marissa Dombey. Charles Nelson says, hey, Ricky, on the ticker for the minis, It says 1 through 5, 9, 10. Yeah, I'll fix that. Thank you, Charles. Let's see. Can actually take the jerseys off the ticker. Where are those pesky minis? You are right. Hey, Steven, can I get a box check on the minis?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
1 through 5 and then blank through 9. And do we have 10?
We do have 10.
What do we have between 5 and 9? Nothing?
Yep.
So it's just 1 through 5, 9, 10, 12?
Yep.
Cool. And then 12 through 20?
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep.
22, 23?
Yep.
25 through 30.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Charles, for that. Me blue Maurice's name. Fernando literally asked, hey, how do I get that Brock Bowers? And I did say, hey, this is how you do it. But it could come out here. And it did. Brock Bowers, he's gone. Rocky B, baby. This ain't going nowhere. Where you going? Nowhere. This is definitely. Stand out on the table, actually. Barry can move up there as Brock can move over. This is for Bob Hoban. Did I hear you say a name that I haven't heard in quite some time? Luke's in now?
What?
Luke's in now?
Well, he just got back from the show, I think.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, Luke's never in there.
Mm-hmm.
How about Bob? Box 24. This is for your college rep personal. Let's see what college rep Bob is going to get here. Bob Hoban. Ooh. How about if you're just an overall college fan, Steven? A college, a team, a lid that you got to have in your collection. How about Roll Tide, baby? Roll Tide for Bob here in the rep personals. How about Ozzie Newsome, baby? College Football Hall of Fame inscription on this bad boy.
Nice.
Ozzie Newsome played Alabama, played for the Browns, Super Bowl champion in my lifetime as the guy pulling the strings for the Baltimore Ravens. Great signature to have. Clean lid. If you are a general college football fan, this is probably the best school of all time when it comes to football. Beckett cert on the back, Roll Tide, Alabama, going to Bob. Now, the only time you wouldn't want that lid in your PC is if you're a War Eagle family. If you're a War Eagle guy or gal, then you don't want the Roll Tide. But Ozzie Newsome. I'm telling you, Bob, two big hits here. Is that a headliner hit? So the Chris Johnson was.
Chris Johnson was? Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking now. Ozzie Newsome not. What a bleeping hit. That's a great hit. Congrats, Bob, on the Chris Johnson earlier, and now The Ozzie Newsome. The Ozzie. And Steven, since we got a break done, I'll give until 9:20. If we get anything closed by 9:20, we'll break it. If not, you and I are going to skedaddle. So if you guys want to break, you got to keep us on. On till the break of dawn. On like Donkey Kong. Hell, Steven, if we're consistently breaking, think we'll stay on until usually Robbie and Alex get on?
No, we better not. Sorry, I just can't do that.
But what if we're constantly breaking?
I mean, we better be constantly breaking.
You know what? I would say this.
Like, I don't want to even. You have to say 8 to go on anything. No. You better
way.
cash us out.
I'll say this. This is what I would think. I would put money on this too. I would put my money down on if we were constantly breaking. I would put my money down that we would run out of breaks in the room before we get to 5:40 in the morning.
I think so.
Because and that's even with the diamonds. We got another diamond following. If we were constantly breaking, I think we'd run out of things.
All
to
right,
sell
Timothy
the
Harmon
broker.
got a college personal.
All right, let's go. Timothy, let me know what number you want. I'm going to put those in the chat for you. So I'm going to put those in the chat, Tim. So those are the numbers we got, Tim. Let me know which one you want. And he says, spin the wheel. I'll spin the wheel. Also, it is after 9, no 1 and 4, so the chase is done. Womp womp. Nobody wanted any free money. How about the wheel? The wheel is backloading it. How about 20? Ooh. The wheel wanted 29. We got 28 and 30. Let's do 28. Let's do 30. So it's either going to be 28 or 30. How about somewhere out there, Jay August is feeling really nicey? How about 30? How about a bookend? 30 coming up here for Tim Harmon. Thank you, Tim, for buying a college rep personnel. Guys, I'll say this. I'm still keeping the 920. We got to get into some breaks, too. Some, breaks. Not just personals. Even though I appreciate the personals. Let's get some breaks going. We got Bob's personal. We got Bob's personal. Charles. That was the Ozzie Newsome. Was Bob's. Bob got the Ozzie. But you're right. I needed to blue that out.
You do what?
Charles was like, don't forget Bob's personal. I had to blue it out. Yeah. All right. This is coming up for Tim. What do we got here? That's the sound of the police. How about this? How about a little bit of, ooh, look at this. Little OK State action here. I forget, OK State. That's not Guns Up, right? Guns Up is the Red Raiders. Well, how about Tyreek Hill, the Cheetah, on the Oklahoma State rep lid in the room? This is a headliner hit, photo headliner hit.
Better be.
Now, my question, I think Guns Up is the Red Raiders. The Cowboys, is there Cowboy Up? Oklahoma State, I know, has like a slogan. I just can't remember what it is.
I'm a man, I'm 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
No, it's like 60.
No, not the state of Alabama.
The state of Alabama.
It gave me their motto, which is Latin. Ride 'em Cowboys. That's it. Ride 'em Cowboys.
Over everything.
Well, hey, after this year, it's going to be Thunder Up. Thunder Up over everything. Tim saying huge hit it is. Tyreek Hill coming off the board, going to Tim Harmon. Congratulations, Tim, on the win. Tim earlier said firefighter, watching us while he's at work. Hope we're making the shift entertaining for you, Tim. I'll say this personally. I would rather Tim have a shift at work just like this one. You want to know why, Steven?
Doesn't sound like any fires have to be
Means
put
like
out.
there's no fires. I'll be honest, though. It's funny that Tim came in and said he's a firefighter because while I was coming to work, Steven, there were literally so there was a fire truck and the fire ambulance, then a fire pickup truck, then a second fire truck, all going down the opposite way that I was going. And my first thought was, that must be a very big fire. 'Cause that second fire truck looked like one from a different station. I'll leave Tyreek out. You know what? I'll give 2 more minutes. 9:22. Tim extended the timer a little bit. Are we close to anything, though? That's the big question. That's the big one. 7 to go on a quad diamond. 7 to go on the double practice squad. 5 on the diamond single. 7 vault double. 7 practice squad. And 7 on the vault. So, yeah, 9:22. Only going to give you 2 minutes. Tim, Bob, Sam, Eric, hope you loved your personals today. Eric and Sam getting in on that jersey personal when we were getting on the chase. Bob getting in on the college rep, getting himself Chris Johnson, headliner hit, Ozzie Newsome, and then Tim right now. Fernando asking, so what happens if we don't get enough for a break? Fernando, your order's going to carry over. So, Fernando, I'll ask, what break did you get into?
Diamond quad.
Diamond quad? So, the diamond quad, that will hold over until tomorrow, 9 a.m. So, tomorrow, 9 a.m., it'll still say diamond quad, 7 spots to go. You don't lose your spot. You're in it until it breaks. So, you don't have to worry about losing a spot. You don't have to worry about the break not happening. Everything stays the same. It just moves over to our next show. Next show after tonight, 9 a.m. with, I believe it's Nick and Mike in the morning on Mondays. Then after 9, we're live at noon. It's going to be, is it now on Mondays, you and Rip?
Me and Rip, yes.
Yep. So Steven and Rip, and that's also for 12 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 2 more shows. Steven and Rip will be in the house. And then our main primetime show, 6 p.m. That'll be K-Dog. That'll be Kamenechev and Robbie Lopez in at night. They're breaking them at night. So let's see. It is 9:22 on the dot. I'm going to give it one last refresh. See if we're 4 to go in anything. If we're not 4 to go in anything, then we're sadly going to wrap up shop tonight, Steven. It's a good one. We got the jerseys out of here. New jerseys will be in this week probably. My guess is 6 p.m. tomorrow is when the jerseys will be back. It's looking like we're not 4 to go on anything but the 1 and 4, which is always 4 spots wide open. So that's going to do it for us, Steven. Hit of the show is easy. It's the Tyreek.
No, it is.
It's not the Tyreek. Tyreek's a good name. But it's got to be Marisa Dambi hitting the Brock Bowers Chrome Speed Flex, baby. Look at that chrome, that beautiful visor. Beckett cert on the back. Congratulations to Marisa Dambi. Steven, great show as always. Love doing the Sunday primetime shows with you, my man.
Absolutely.
Hope you guys had fun out there. Charles Collin is Collin's not on, taking different responsibilities here at UA. So he will not be on Mondays and Tuesdays anymore. It's going to be Rip with Steven on Mondays and then Dom and Rip on Tuesdays, 12 and 3. So that's going to do it for us. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Congratulations to all the winners, everyone who won out there. We'll be back 9 a.m. in the morning. Nick and Mike will be here live from the UA studios, and we'll be breaking more boxes. Let's take that 1 and 4, 11 headliners, 17 boxes. Patrick Mahomes Vices still out there. Well, for Steven, I'm Ricky the Rain Man Widmer. We will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. here in the UA Live Break Room.